Loud and clear.
Okay, go ahead.
I guess I left a couple comments, and one of your moderators told me to hit the link.
All right, go ahead, sir.
Well, I guess I'm not sure which question the moderator wanted me to answer because I left about two or three comments. But I've been in the trial every day.
Oh,
So
so you're in LA.
I'm in LA.
Okay, talk about it.
I'm
What's your
10
thoughts?
minutes. I'm 10 minutes away from the courthouse.
Okay, tell us what your thoughts about all of this.
I thought today was very compelling. The DNA evidence from both experts. The prosecutor had an expert, and then the defense attorney had an expert. And then I thought playing the audio, hour and 20 minutes of the audio, which was the interview that Kelsey gave back in September, I thought that was interesting because up until today, we've only heard snippets of the audio. And Judge Hereford actually excluded it as evidence in this trial. But because of the way Kelsey testified the day before, it opened up the door to play the whole thing.
Wow. So now that you were in the courtroom, you heard all of that expert witness. What do you think the jury is going to decide if you have to judge it based off today?
Well, I think that there's so many points of reasonable doubt from Megan's testimony, inconsistent statements, from Kelsey's testimony, inconsistent statements. And then I think the DNA was pretty compelling. One of the questions that the defense attorney, George McDessian, asks, he said, wouldn't you expect to see DNA on a gun from a guy who shot it, who handled it, who touched it? And I heard you say that he possibly wiped it down. But if he wiped it down, there'd be no DNA profiles on the gun at all. Okay. So I'm not really convinced that he wiped that gun down because they actually found 8 profiles. I know you guys keep saying 4, but there were 4 different profiles on the magazine, and then there were 4 different profiles on the gun itself. So that's a possible 8 different people that possibly touched that gun.
So in the courtroom, what did you get from the from the jury, the energy of all of this? Do you feel like they own the defense side, the prosecutor side? Because today, hearing that his DNA wasn't, you can't say it's inconclusive, that have to be a big blow for the prosecutor already, because you had Kelsey said, I lied about everything.
Yeah. Well, a lot of the jurors are just pretty emotionless. There's the one juror that coughs a lot. That's kind of very disruptive in the courtroom.
Really? Because Armand Wiggins, a blogger, said it was a black man that was doing the coughing.
He's doing a lot of coughing, and there was actually I forget who asked the judge that maybe we should excuse that juror, and then Judge Hereford said, I don't want to excuse him just yet. Maybe it's a temporary thing, but that's what the judge said. Maybe his cough is just temporary, but it's been every day.
Every day you've been in the courtroom, he said he's just been coughing and coughing. Wow. Do you feel that, because I know they have another alternate if they get him off, they do have another alternate that can replace him.
They got 3 more alternates.
Oh, they have 3 more alternates.
Yeah.
Because so right now I just got the report that the prosecutor they still doing their side. They have not rested. Is that correct?
That's correct. They took a witness out of place because of scheduling. So the defense was able to put on their first witness, which was their DNA expert.
Okay.
But the case is still in the prosecution's hand, and they're trying to bring some more witnesses on Monday. And actually, the judge did say that to the jury today at the end that we expect this case to be over with by Tuesday.
Wow.
Yeah. So it should be in the hands of the jury either Tuesday afternoon or Wednesday morning. So they expecting, I don't know who the prosecutor, they're going to bring Detective Stogner, I believe. I'm not 100% sure on that. There were some discussions about bringing Detective Stogner, and then they're going to bring the witness, apparently, that saw the fight, that lives on Nicholas Canyon Road. There's a possibility that they're going to bring Quan in. And there's also a possibility they're going to bring EJ. EJ would be the stylist.
The EJ would be the stylist. So Quan, who is Quan to Tory Lanez? Is that I heard he was a security guard.
Well, according to the audio we heard today, Kelsey described him as security, driver, and friend. So
Okay.
we're not. She said he plays all hats, so we really don't know. He does a little bit of everything.
So I want to take me back with the recording. Was Kelsey? Was she emotional? Was she crying? Was she angry? What was her emotional state of mind that you can gather from that recording?
Well, she seemed very calm. She seemed relaxed. And they even asked, they actually had a witness from the prosecution's office named Jody Little, that was present. And she testified to their demeanor. She said the husband's demeanor was cool, respectful, calm, comfortable. But in the audio, there are about maybe 3 or 4 times that Kelsey does cry when she gets very emotional at some points of it.
Wow. So when you heard the recording, was it something? Because I heard from other people that said that Rock Nation told her that she had to move out of Megan's home. Was that accurate?
Yeah, that was accurate. The way she explained it was that a girl named, the first contact that she had was with a girl named Jilly, and then Desiree.
Mm-hmm.
And at some point, they told her that you can't be in LA anymore. Being in that house is dangerous. It sounded like an excuse, but they told her being in that house is dangerous. And they actually booked her a flight, according to what Kelsey said. They booked her a flight to leave that day. And then she said, okay, I'll leave, but I need a little bit more time. So she asked them, can you change the date on the ticket? But I found that interesting that they wanted her to leave in like the next 3 hours. That ticket was scheduled for her to go to Texas.
Wow. So when I was getting the report, they were saying that, Kelsey was saying that I'm upset about the whole thing with Tory Lanez, but I was upset the way that Megan and Stallion handled it. Is that accurate, that she is just upset that Megan didn't have her back?
Yeah, she said that she really got upset with Megan after Megan made her public post. She had said that Megan had reached out to her and told her, I'm about to make a public statement, Kelsey. Would you like me to include you in it? And she said, yes, please include me in it. Please, set the record straight. And then when Megan does do the public statement, it doesn't include Kelsey. And this is all according to what Kelsey's saying. And then that's when Kelsey got really upset.
Wow. So with this until when she talked about the shooting, what was her part of that drama when the shooting started? Because I know they said they left Kylie's house and Kylie kicked them out. They in the car. So what did you gather from her in that recording?
Well, they actually didn't really go into specifics about the actual shooting, but they did talk about leaving Kylie's house. First, Megan and Kelsey left Kylie's house with Quan without Tory. And then Kelsey said that Megan made up a story about leaving a Louis Vuitton slipper or slide back at Kylie Jenner's house. We have to go back to Kylie's house. But the way Kelsey told it, that was sort of like an excuse to go back because she didn't feel comfortable with Tory and Kylie being there alone.
Mm-hmm. So I know you said EJ is going to testify, might testify or not. What is the EJ part in this?
Well, EJ's the one that drove Kelsey and Megan to Kylie Jenner's house. So them three that went to the gathering or the party, and they got there around 6 or 7 o'clock. That would have been July 11th. So EJ is there the whole time.
So EJ must have witnessed what the altercation that was going on in the house.
He witnessed the arguing in the house. And also, I think they want to bring EJ in. The defense wants to bring EJ in because Megan, when Megan testified, she told the defense attorney, the defense attorney asked her, why didn't you just leave with EJ? If you wanted to go home so bad, why didn't you just leave with EJ? And then she said, well, EJ had left already. But we find out that EJ was there the whole time. He had never left.
Wow.
So she didn't want to just basically admit that I wanted Tory to leave with me. So
wow. So sitting in that courtroom, I'm hearing that it's a lot of media folks. Is that accurate that a lot of media outlets are there?
Yeah, there's about 20 of us that have already been credentialed, and they let the spillover come in too. And that the spillover is probably another 10 So there's 30. You could say there's at least 30 people representing different platforms and media outlets.
Okay. So are you representing? I want to make sure I give you credit because are you independent? Are you representing a brand or a media outlet?
Street TV. This is my credential badge
for Street TV
for the Daystar Peterson trial. There it is, right there.
Yes, sir. Street TV. So I want to ask you because a lot of people were saying that Kelsey is take us back to her testimony because they're saying that she was a hostile witness, that she wasn't cooperating. Take us back to her testimony.
Yes, definitely. It caught everybody off guard, including the prosecution, because when they got to the questions about who shot Tory, she basically said, I don't know who shot Megan. I don't know who shot Megan. I didn't see who shot Megan. So she just did a 180 on the prosecution because remember, just September, what is this, like 3 months ago, she's given them this whole story of what happened. And now when she came to court, she didn't remember anything. Everything was a fog. She used that term a lot. Everything was a fog. We drank a lot. We were drunk. And she can't remember or recall.
Because a lot of people were saying that she perjured herself. Did you get that she perjured herself?
Well, if you dissect her testimony, you might find, I'd have to go back and check my notes, but she was very careful. She kept saying, everything's a blur. I don't remember. But if she says to the prosecution back in September, she believes Tory shot Megan, and then if she's saying in the trial that she didn't see it, then that might possibly be a perjury charge, maybe.
Mm-hmm. Because at first they wasn't going to allow that interview in court.
They weren't.
And so because of what she did, the judge, I'm assuming he allowed it.
He allowed it. In fact, when Kelsey was testifying, they would play little clips. They were forced to play little clips. So the prosecutor, Kathy Todd, would say, didn't you say that Tory was shooting the gun over the door? And she'll say, I don't remember. So they would play the short little clip of her actually saying that. And then the prosecutor would ask, well, does that refresh your memory? She says, yeah, I did say it, but there was a lot of things I said that day that were not true. Wow. And she said that about 3 or 4 times, that there were a lot of things I said in September that were not true.
Wow. So they definitely, because they were saying that she had to consult with her attorney. She got immunity. Did all of that happen in the courtroom? Did y'all hear any of that?
Yeah, she came into the courtroom on the first day of her testimony from the back door. And she walked in with what I guess we now know to be her husband, even though I looked on his hand today, I didn't see a wedding band, but I guess they're calling her the husband. They walked in together with her attorney, a guy named, I think his name is Nardoni, and they were having a conversation saying that Kelsey does not want to testify. She's not going to testify. And apparently Kelsey and the judge and her attorney had already spoke in chambers. And she explained to the judge, she explained to the judge, I don't want to testify because I don't want to incriminate myself. So the judge said, all right. So then they came out in court. The judge said, she's pleading the fifth. And then the prosecution right there on the spot said, we're going to give her use immunity to testify. And once they give you use immunity, now you're forced to testify.
So use immunity meaning that you're forced to testify. Does that mean that they can't charge her?
They cannot charge her as long as she's truthful.
Okay.
As long as she's truthful, she can never be charged. So she could have technically said, I killed somebody, and they can't charge her.
Okay. So hearing all of that, and you're seeing the response, now this is day 5. Do you feel like this was a good day? Who do you feel like had a good day, the prosecutor or the defense?
I think the defense is edging out today, which would be day 5. I think they have an edge on day 5. They have an edge on day 4, and they have an edge on day 3. Day 2, when Megan testified, I felt like the prosecution had the slight edge when Megan testified. But now that we heard Kelsey, we heard the audio, we have the DNA, I think those days the defense is kind of got the edge on those days. Days 3, 4, and 5 kind of go to the defense.
So where are you at right now? Do you think this is going to be guilty, not guilty? Because everybody is talking about this case all over. and people are saying it's going to be a mistrial, it's going to be guilty, not good. I'm looking at a mistrial. Do you feel like the jury is going to come with a verdict, or is it going to be a mistrial?
Well, I know that this judge, David Hereford, he's going to, let's say you're right. They're going to come back split, not unanimous. What Judge Hereford's going to do is say, you know what? Go back in the deliberation room and hash it out again for a few more hours. And he's going to make them do that maybe 2 or 3 times. Now, if they come back, they keep saying we're not unanimous, then the judge will declare a mistrial. But sometimes when juries come back and they're not unanimous, a judge will say, go back and continue, and they'll come back unanimous, the next day or hours later. So if they come back with a hung jury, that means that they completely don't agree with each other. So, but I'm on the fence right now. I would say I'm like 65%, 65% on the defense, maybe 40% on the prosecution. I'm still on the fence. I think the audio that Kelsey gave was very compelling if you believe it to be true. If you believe that audio to be true, then that leans in the defense's favor. But you can find some misstatements in that audio as well. So,
because with me, the prosecutor looked like they were banking on Kelsey testimony of being the slam dunk. Would that be accurate? Like they was like, this is a major piece of this case.
In the opening statements, they had a PowerPoint with 6 points of evidence that's going to point towards guilt towards Tory. One was the gun. They have the gun. That's 1 point. The second point was the apology text. The third point was the apology phone call. And then points 4, 5, and 6, the prosecutor said, we're going to have 3 people come in this court and tell you that Tory shot. Megan, Kelsey, and one of the other guys that apparently Tory admitted it to. That would have been, what's his name? It's coming to me. So basically that didn't work. What the prosecution said in the opening statement, we're going to have Kelsey tell you he shot. She came and did not say that. So it really flipped the whole case for the prosecution.
Wow. Because I was looking at, I was looking at the gun, and, that to me, if the evidence not on there, that have to be to the jury. Like, his DNA ain't on there. That's a big part. Because that it could be like, okay, with all that, if his DNA was on there, then that could be helpful for the prosecutor. But it's inconclusive. Does that hurt the prosecutor's case?
Absolutely hurts the prosecutor's case. And then also another thing that the defense brought up was the bullet casings. None of the 4 bullet casings that were found were tested for fingerprints or tested for DNA or DNA.
Really?
So the defense was like, haven't you guys done this in previous cases? Yeah, it's been done in previous cases, but we didn't do it in this case for whatever reason. One of the experts for the prosecution said that testing bullet casings for DNA is not always reliable. But then another expert for the prosecution said that they do that because the prosecution had a firearms expert and a DNA expert. And the defense attorney asked both of those experts, why not test the bullet casings for DNA? It wasn't done. It just wasn't done.
Wow. So it feels to me that their investigation was not great.
It wasn't. And I think you mentioned, or one of your callers mentioned, that they didn't even use placards when they were putting when they were trying to identify the evidence on the street. The bullet casings on the street, they usually put yellow placards. Mm-hmm. Each placard has a number. Those yellow placards are thick, hard plastic. They didn't do that. They took pieces of paper that they use as FI cards. They're small little cardboard note cards, and they use those to be makeshift placards.
Wow. And
you see them in the photos that these little white pieces of paper were used as placards. And the defense asked the cop, like, "What, you didn't have placards?" And he said, "Nah, I didn't have any." And then he said, "Well, how many cops were on the scene?" He said there was about 8. So none of y'all cops had actual placards to mark the evidence? And he said, "No, we didn't." That was kind of unusual too. So he's just making it seem like they just botched the whole investigation.
So I want to ask you because Tory Lanez did bring his son. I want to get his energy. Did his son actually go in the courtroom, or did you see his son at all?
I see his son every day.
Okay. Do you think that's a good thing or a bad thing for him to bring his son?
It depends on your perspective. Now, I work as a consultant for criminal defense attorneys. So let me just disclose, I work with a lot of defense attorneys. And one of the things we strategize when we go to court, when we go to trial, is presentation.
Okay.
What are you going to wear? What suit are you going to wear? What color suit are you going to wear? Are you going to wear glasses? Are you going to get a haircut? Is your family going to be here? Your mom's got to be in that front row every day, or your father. So all of this is part of the strategy of a trial, and having his kid in the hallway during the trial might be part of it.
Okay. So he wasn't in the courtroom. He's like in the hallway, but all of that. I want to ask you this. What was his facial expression when this was going on, when the recorder was played? Did he puff? Did he put his head on his shirt? Like, what was his facial expression when all of that was going on?
Now, he always has a cool demeanor.
Okay.
He sits on the far right side of the table. Next to him is co-counsel, and then next to the co-counsel is the main attorney, George McDesian. And oftentimes you'll see Tory Lanez leaning to the co-counsel, whispering some stuff, and then he also takes notes. He's got a notepad there. So he's really on top of this on this case. I've seen defendants sit there and do nothing. But then you see those defendants that are taking notes, that are whispering to the attorney's ear. He's very proactive in this case.
Okay. And his defense team, they're good or not good?
Well, I think George McDesian, the lead counsel, is doing a best job that you can.
Okay.
He's cross-examining all the witnesses. He's asking all the questions. He's objecting to a lot of things. Like, for example, when prosecutor Ta was questioning Kelsey the second day, she was just basically asking her the same questions that she asked her on day one. And the defense attorney was like, "Objection, Your Honor. All these questions have been asked and answered," but the judge allowed it. But so his defense attorney is pretty much on top of everything.
So you sit in the courtroom, you see all of this. What is the people say? Is the reporters chatting with you? What have you hearing on the street? Are they saying he's going to jail? He's going to be free? What is the chatter on the ground?
Well, there's a lot of different opinions because of the issues of sex and promiscuity and alcohol and getting drunk. It all depends on how important these issues are. When I speak to people, everyone's got like a different opinion. I find that a lot of the women are believing Megan and Kelsey's story, and a lot of the men are not. So it's kind of divided along gender lines as well.
Because when I've done my show, I've done my show for years. This case, and it's particularly Black women, is my audience. But this case, the Black man is calling in and they're dragging Megan Thee Stallion. Why do you think that is? Because I'm like, what? And they're calling in opinionated, dragging her, calling her liar, and all of it. And Black man is calling in. Why do you think that is? That Black man is just got Tory Lanez back.
It might be because initially they tried to push the stepped on the glass narrative, which was completely a lie. And then it turns out that Megan having sex with 3 or 4 different guys and maybe some men, it turned some men off. And then Kelsey herself said she used the word backstabbed. She backstabbed me. She backdoored me. That was another word. And she backdoored me multiple times. They mentioned 2 guys' names that apparently she did this to. Yesterday? The defense attorney said, "We're not going to repeat the names of the other guys that she backdoored you with, but tell us, how many times did Megan backdoor you?" And she said multiple times.
Wow.
So I don't think men are really going to be a fan of that.
Wow. Giving your opinion about why do you think that from September to now that Kelsey is singing a different tune? Do you feel like it's a bribery? Did they bring something up about that? In your opinion, what made you think she changed the man from September? Because clearly what I'm understanding is that she's giving detailed points in that recording, but she's singing a different tune now.
Absolutely right. That's the $1 million question. I think that's the best question you asked. What happened between September and when she came to court? And no one knows. No one knows. The defense attorney did ask her on cross-examination, has anyone from my office reached out to you between September and now? She said no. Has Tory reached out to you? Has Tory's team reached out to you? Has my defense team reached out to you? And the answer was no every single time.
Mhm.
So who knows, man? Your guess is as good as mine. You would think that something happened. Somebody got to her between September and now, but I have no idea. I don't even want to speculate on that.
Because do you see any representatives from Rock Nation, or if you hear anything from Rock Nation, because they have been inserted in this, that Rock Nation, you admit that they offer her a ticket, to kick her out. Are they there representing or there in the courtroom?
I wouldn't know how to identify Rock Nation, but I could tell you one person did say they thought that someone from Rock Nation was there, but I can't. There's no way for me to know. But there in the back row, there are seats for several people who we have no idea who they are. The first row is media, the second row is media, and then the third row is people from the prosecution's office, and then the fourth row is just everybody else.
Okay.
So they could be in that fourth row. I wouldn't even know.
Okay. So you're definitely all of this. Wow. The $1 million question people was bringing up, did they bring something up about the driver?
Well, Quan's name is coming up every day in this trial, and it's Jaquan Smith. But what do you mean specifically?
So that's the drive. So I'm saying that, would that be the driver?
Correct.
Driving that night. So y'all have his name.
Yeah, Jaquan Smith. I don't know how to spell it, but I'm guessing it's Jaquon Smith.
Okay. So we don't know if he's going to testify or not testify.
We'll find out on Monday or Tuesday.
Okay. So, wow, as all of this is going on, I want to ask you, did the judge have to raise his voice and get angry? Was it hostile? Did any of that ever happen for these past 5 days?
No, the only time the judge had to really put his foot down was today. This was out of the presence of the jury, when the prosecutor and the defense attorneys was having a disagreement over evidence, because apparently some of this evidence that the prosecution has been bringing in is at the last minute, and the defense attorney is getting mad because you're supposed to present it to the defense team 30 days before trial, and they're coming out with an Instagram post at the last minute. Did you hear about the Instagram comment that they said Tory Lanez responded to?
I did see that on the internet. So they brought that up?
They brought that out. The cop that testified to that just found that on the 13th, right? Let's see. Yeah, the 13th. So he testified to that, I think, yesterday. So the defense got upset. So there was a point when the defense was was explaining his position, and then the judge was just like, hey, relax. That's the only time. But Judge David Hereford, by the way, he's a black judge. He used to be a criminal defense attorney. And he's a good judge. He was a great defense attorney. I actually worked with this judge when he was a criminal defense attorney, and he's a very, I would say, calm guy. He's not going to be arguing and getting loud. He's not that type of judge.
So with that Instagram post, what was on that Instagram post?
Okay, so somebody by the name of Spliff. Oh man, I tried to find this guy's account yesterday. I couldn't find it, but someone named Spliff put a comment on a post that said that Kelsey shot Megan, and someone from Tory Lanez's Instagram, verified Instagram account, responded to that comment and said that's not true. And this was a comment that was done in 2020, but they just found this post this week.
Wow.
And the defense attorney was pissed. He's like, this should be excluded. And the judge said, I'll let it in.
Wow. So again,
but the defense attorney did a great job at refuting it, because basically he just said, this is a verified account. Do you know who's running his account? And the cop's like, no. Are you aware that these guys who have verified accounts, they have a staff of people that do it? Yes, I'm aware of that. So he did a good job at minimizing the impact that comment has. But hey, if Tory did write that, that's a point scored for the prosecution.
Okay, because that is definitely a point to score for the prosecutor. Everybody, I heard rumors from the reports that Kylie will not testify, and if that's true, should she testify? Because some of the stuff happened at her house.
Well, yeah, she does know some of the story, but I think we pretty much unpacked everything that happened at that I guess pool party. Kelsey was adamant to say it wasn't a party, it was just a gathering. But on that audio, she mentioned the people that were there, and she actually said Odell Beckham was there before all the drama, of course. But Odell Beckham was there. It was only 9 people there. It was a small gathering. Kelsey, Kylie's 3 best friends, Odell Beckham, Megan, and Kelsey, and then of course Megan's stylist was there.
Wow, I don't even know about what Megan's stylist gonna say if he do testify, because again, we had Kelsey, we thought that was gonna be a slam dunk. So I just don't, everybody I talked to, they said, Wiley, this case is weird. They just need to throw the whole case away.
Yeah, I thought that maybe they would offer Tory Lanez a deal or something. But if I was Tory Lanez, I probably wouldn't take the deal. I'm like, no, we're going to take it to the box.
I think he should take it all the way, because obviously the prosecution's case is not that tight as I originally thought it would be. Because I thought his evidence was on the gun. I thought, but it looked like that's not the case. You have been in other trials. Do you feel like this is weird, or just to be expected? Like, because of the other trials you do it compared to the other trials you've been to, how would this compare?
Well, it's different because it's high profile, but I've seen witnesses recant their statements hundreds of times, you know, and where the prosecutor has to play an audio, just like they did in this case, and say, hey, this is what you said to us 6 months ago. Now you're testifying to something different, because it's not unusual for a witness to have a change of heart and not want to testify. But I think Kelsey's change of heart is dramatic. It's a 180. So, but yeah, witnesses do it. They do it often, but this is going to stand out because it's high profile. Megan Thee Stallion, Tory Lanez. It's going to stand out more than any other case.
And who's there to represent his family? Is his family there to support Tory?
Yeah, on the right side of the courtroom, there's a section that seats 10 people, and that's Tory's family, his people, and those 10 seats are usually full. Today they only had maybe 5 or 6 people there, but they usually have 10 people. It's 5 in the front, 5. It's two rows that can seat 5 each, and it's usually packed.
Okay, so you definitely have support there
every day. Every day.
Okay, that's really great. A lot of people are saying that after this case, it's going to harm Megan Thee Stallion's career. What's your thoughts on that?
Well, if Tory is found not guilty, Megan is definitely going to have to deal with a lot of backlash. But like everything else, 6 months from now, we'll be talking about a whole nother case, a whole nother scandal.
You're right.
We'll all forget about this, but she'll deal with a backlash for a few weeks, and then we'll move on to some other crazy story.
So this is in LA, and this is what you do. I want to get into you. You are a YouTuber, or you're a media. What do you do for your media?
Well, I have a YouTube channel that I've had for since the beginning of YouTube. That I do a lot of gang research. So I do a lot of street stuff here in LA. I'm also a professor. I teach at different Cal State universities here in LA. I've taught at Cal State LA, Cal State Dominguez Hills, and Cal State Long Beach. I'm primarily a sociologist, geographer, and I also work with criminal defense attorneys. So I'm in the court all the time, but I'm there as a journalist, but sometimes I'm there as a consultant. And I just finished covering the Eric Holder trial, the guy that was found guilty of killing Nipsey Hussle.
So, you were there, so you travel.
Well, it's in the same courthouse.
So that was, I thought that was in it is this year in LA. I thought you was talking about Mo. Okay, I thought okay.
Nah, I don't travel to cover cases, but we have a love.
you have enough there, and you're there in the courtroom. So, wow. So the courtroom is packed.
The courtroom was packed when Megan came. It's like if you came, you'd get in.
Okay.
If you came on Monday, you'd get in. Everyone is getting in now. The only day that everyone in the hallway wasn't able to get in was when Megan testified.
Okay, but now you never get in. Wow, you have definitely broken. I got to bring you back on, brother, because you gave a good insight without the bias, without the theatrics. You were just giving the facts of what you've heard, and you have experience in that. Because I see a lot of media outlets. I don't know if you watch DJ Academics and all of those, but he's not in the courtroom. You're actually in the courtroom. So I would love to get you back on the show, come back on and give us more details about Monday, because we have been covering the trial, but we have to go by whatever the media outlet, whoever is there. And then sometimes the mainstream media, they just post little tweets, but they don't give you that in-depth. You giving them meat, potatoes, they just give you the title, a little clip, and that's it.
Yeah, if you go to my channel, Street TV, I try to give a synopsis of each day.
Okay.
I haven't done one for today yet, but I'll probably post one. It's midnight here in Los Angeles. I'll probably post one around 2 or 3 a.m. And then tomorrow afternoon, I'm going to do a panel on my platform with 3 other people that's been in the courtroom the whole time.
Okay,
so,
I'm definitely gonna watch that.
Yeah, so it's gonna be me and 3 others, and we're gonna kind of do that maybe around 2 or 3 p.m. California time.
And that's
I can tap in with you back on Monday if you want an update.
Yes, sir. I would love that. So I'm gonna go on your channel and subscribe, because people are like, "Oh, he did such a great job." So I want to make sure, is it Street News TV?
No, just Street TV.
Oh, Street TV. Okay.
It's a yellow orangish logo.
Okay. Street TV. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay, I see it right now.
Yeah.
Oh, you got a lot of subscribers. You've been out of work. So thank you, brother. I don't know how you found the channel, but thank you.
It came up in my feed, and I tap in with everyone that's been covering it. But yeah, we'll talk again on Monday.
All right, sir. I'm gonna drop your link because people are asking for your link, so they can definitely subscribe to your show. Thank you, brother, for coming on.
I appreciate the Wiley Show. Have a good one.
Thank you, sir. Bye-bye.
All right.
All right. Oh man, that was great. All right, you guys, while we're definitely streaming that, we do have some much needed breaking news concerning this case. Have so many twists and turns concerning this case all over social media concerning this case. Again, we are covering this again in our insight. We do have breaking news, and of course, we will take callers because apparently we have a missing witness that we want to get into concerning this case. So while we were, doing this interview, we are missing, something came up on the shade room. So a missing witness. Give me a second, you guys. Wow. So let me screen share and show it. And this is exclusively being reported on the shade room. This is exclusively being reported on the shade room, you guys, because it's a missing witness. Okay. All right. This is definitely something. Let me go to a missing witness. Let me see. Let me go to the shade room. All right. All right. Let me screen share. Wow. Did y'all enjoy the interview? When you think the story have ended, it's always something else. Okay. The Shade Room exclusive, Megan Thee Stallion former bodyguard Justin Addison, okay, goes missing before he's scheduled to testify in court. LAPD currently investigating his disappearance. The Shade Room exclusive. As the first week of the shocking testimony wrapped in the Tory Lanez assault trial, the Shade Room has exclusively learned that Megan Thee Stallion, former bodyguard, who was also scheduled to testify on Friday, Justin, cannot be found. Megan's attorney, Alex, spoke exclusively to the Shade Room and stated, "We recently learned that Justin were missing right before he was scheduled to appear in court." He also told the LAPD. Okay. So again, this is definitely being breaking news that are coming out of the Shade Room right now, that he is missing. So let me see. Let me go on the Shade Room and see if they got any update. Because they always say go to the Shade Room and read. So give me a second. Let me see the Shade Room. All right, they don't have nothing else on their site concerning that news. I don't see it. Okay. All right. This is really sad. And she fired the bodyguard. So this is exclusively coming from the Shade Room today. She's the bodyguard no longer work for Megan Thee Stallion. This is a key witness because this bodyguard, as you can see, Kelsey texts the bodyguard. In the text, she said that that Tory shot Megan. Okay. So with that internal, with that, he is now missing. He is now missing. They're saying that he is now missing and that they have exclusively told the Shade Room that he is missing. This case for the prosecutor is falling apart, man. This case is falling apart. This is what I call you a falling apart. Give me a second. I'm getting messages. Let me see. Okay. And then also, we already told you about Megan Thee Stallion ex BFF connection to 1501 label circulates as she takes a stand. So that's been going around. But this is breaking news. So this is wow, that a key witness that got the text from Kelsey that Megan Thee Stallion was shot and he is actually missing. This is this is so sad. Either he could have paid off and go missing. This is wow. This is wow. So anybody want to call in and give their thoughts on that? This is something, man. He is missing. This is being reported on the Shade Room right now, and he have been reported missing. And now people are talking about this. I'm reading the comments. This case is what I say is definitely falling apart. This is disturbing. I don't know what happened to him, and I don't even know if the prosecutors actually have of him. It's not clear if they actually had a conversation with him back in September, because we know that they talked to Kelsey back in September, but it's unclear if they talked to the bodyguard back in September. So it's really, really clear. So this is really sad. This is very suspicious that he goes missing before trial. This case is definitely someone is working really hard to make sure that Tory get off. Somebody working really, really hard that Tory get off. So I'm gonna drop the link again because this is something, and he's definitely missing. I don't know when she let him go. Tory might not go to jail, but we know he's guilty. But you have to definitely approve it. Are these people? Oh, so I'm gonna see. I don't know if he have an official missing person report. Give me a second. Let's see, Justin. Let's see if we can pull something up. I think the Shade Room only have it because none of the other blogs posted it on their social media. Like when I go back to the other blogs, none of them posted it on their social media. But of course, the lawyer said that exclusively to the Shade Room. That is what they said. So I see that right now. Give me a second. Let's see. I don't see anything. I'm searching on social media. On social media. You know, as you can see, he was her bodyguard. Okay, let's do a screen share really quickly. All right, give me a second here. All right, let me get a second here. Let's screen share because the Sun, they didn't write nothing like about his disappearance, but they do have this write up about the bodyguard. So give y'all a picture of who the bodyguard is. This is really, really sad. We do have the number up. So if anybody want to call in, let me take this down. Let me screen share. This is something. This is really, really something, man. This is the bodyguard. It said Megan Thee Stallion bodyguard Justin has explained why he wasn't protecting the rapper when she was allegedly shot in the foot by Tory Lanez. Justin took to Instagram to say he was not physically present during the incident. Here's more about him. Who is Megan Thee Stallion bodyguard? Is it Edison? I'm going to say Justin Edison, okay? If I got it wrong, you can call and correct me. Justin Edison was born in Los Angeles, California in 1989. He played college football to UCLA after attending high school in LA. Standing 6'4" and weighs 265 pounds. He played defensive end and went undrafted in 2012. Since leaving college, he played in the indoor football league and worked for Megan Thee Stallion as her bodyguard. After Megan was allegedly shot by Tory Lanez, he spoke about the incident on Instagram. He wrote, "If you know me, you know her well enough. Not only do you know I wasn't physically present during the events, but you know why. If you don't know me or her well enough, she's good. I'm here now, and she'll never step foot outside without me, plus some N-words. We don't aim at feet present." Justin also appeared in a live video on Megan's Instagram. He joined the rapper and her friend during a pool party thrown during the trip. And during the video, some began heckling Megan in the comments, promoting justice to to vanish a gun. Megan later said she was against gun violence. Why does Megan have a bodyguard? Tory Lanez allegedly shot Megan Thee Stallion after a fight inside of SUV, but witnesses to the incident are not cooperating in the investigation. The Savage rapper revealed she have not been shot on the foot, but assumed her fans she was fine. TMZ reported that Tory Lanez, whose real name Daystar Peterson, allegedly shot Megan, whose real name is Megan. As she tried to leave his SUV. According to claims by a source with a direct connection to the case, an argument started after Tory and Megan left a Hollywood Hill party together in an SUV. However, Tory pulled out his gun inside the car as he hit Megan in the feet twice when she and her friend Kelsey wanted to get out of the vehicle. Another source close to Tory claimed it was an accident. A source told Page 6 Tory fired the shots and within the vehicle while Megan was outside trying to leave. So this is the bodyguard, you guys, and he's attractive. He's a whole snack. Wow, that's the bodyguard. Like that's the bodyguard. And he is reporting missing. And she fired him, and it's sad. It's so sad. Do y'all got the Bodyguard Instagram? Let me see if I can find his Instagram. Let me do some digging. Let me go down. This is Instagram. If y'all have his Instagram, send me his Instagram. He always stood by her, although she fired him. Although I'm sorry, you can't conduct a proper. Yeah, this is really sad because what he can testify, even though he was not physically there, he can testify that he got the text from Kelsey, and probably I don't know if they actually had a conversation. But I know she texted him. So if y'all have his Instagram, I want to see what was his last post. Sad thing. When a Megan Dancer is dating Justin. Okay. I just don't care. So I'm trying to get an insight of that. So do y'all have his Instagram? Anybody have Justin's Instagram? Let me see. I don't know his Instagram. So let me just search it in this way. Give me a second. Let's see if you pulled up his Instagram, let me know. Okay. Let me check Instagram. Let's see what pulls up. He's the Bodyguard. No, that ain't him. I'm trying to find his Instagram. His Instagram is down. Do anybody have his Instagram? That ain't him. I can't find it because when I pulled up his name, that ain't his Instagram. Wow. This is so sad. I'm trying to find his Instagram. Do anybody have his Instagram? Because I'm trying to see what was his last post. And I know y'all say he's dating one of Megan's dancers. So I'm trying to find his Instagram. I'm trying to see what was his last post. Okay, let me what was his last post? That's what I'm trying to do. Let me see. Let me go to LinkedIn. Let me just type in. Okay, let's see. Do he have an Instagram? Did he take his Instagram down? Okay, hold up. Give me a second. I think I found it. Let's see if it's still up. Oh, I found it. This is his Instagram. So the last post he wrote, let's screen share. The last post he wrote, this is December 2nd. So about almost 2 weeks ago. He was at a football. It looks like he was at a football game. He said, closing out the year, protecting clients over the next few weeks at the World Cup. Another country stamp. God is good. Bless. He's protecting somebody at the World Cup. So that was the last post, right? Protecting. Okay. And so he was at the World Cup. Wow. So let me check these comments to see if anybody was threatening him in the comments. Let me scroll down. Fire emoji. Hope you're okay. It doesn't seem like you just go missing like that. Okay, they already, I don't like. I hope all is well. So I'm seriously praying for your safety. Or they already flooded the comments. So this another post, and that caption read, let me take Megan and them down. Give me a second. So I want y'all to get a full picture. This post say, when everybody eat, the team always win. So it look like those is his friends or his team. Let me go click on one of these. Okay, I clicked on Big Chuck. This guy, Instagram is private. Okay, that's 4 people he took a picture with. I went on Big Chuck. Let me go to Jay Canty, Canty. Okay, his page is up. Okay, this is one of the friends that was with him right there. As you can see. And so one of the pictures he took, he actually got a semi-automatic weapon. And he said, I'm not going to show the weapon, but he have a caption, when you're number one, you don't worry about number two. When you're number one, you don't worry about number two. And he's holding a weapon. And he got a number one in his hand. Okay, he looks like a suspect. He's looking guilty. He got another picture with his finger, with his middle finger up. All right, Jcanty. I think he needs to be questioned. He looks like a suspect. I'm not saying he's a suspect. I said he looks suspect. Okay, we have another guy here. D-Real Big Tone. Okay, let's go to him. He is laughing, and he have a caption. He looks like a suspect. They need to be questioned. He's giggling, laughing. He said this 6 days ago. Call me senior. Hashtag F it up. Barbers and style be having you on 1,000. Straight, eyes wide shut. Hashtag eyes wide shut. This look like a suspect. I don't know. He's looking like a suspect. Okay, and these are the people that I'm showing that was actually with Justin, you know, the guy that's missing. Megan Thee Stallion, former bodyguard that was missing. Wow. My gut is turning. It's my gut. My gut don't lie. My gut is in my gut. I don't know. My gut. That's all I gotta say. It's my gut. You haven't stirred me wrong yet. My gut. Okay. Let me scroll down. Okay. So this is another caption that he wrote. And he said, going home real quick, got somebody special to see. This was back in September 23. Kelsey testified back in September. So did he have to go see Tory to get a payment? I don't know. In my gut, oh, some suspicious. Okay, some suspicious is my gut. All right. It's my gut. It's somebody right about this. Think he need to be questioned. Okay, let me close that out. Okay, we do have a daughter. All right, let's go to another post. Big Tone. Let me see Big Chuck. Now, Big Chuck, if you go to his Instagram, private. So I'm suspicious about that. All right. He private his account. What you hiding? He got his account private. Now, mind you, he took a picture with these people. Okay, back 4 weeks ago. I think they need to be questioned. So I think they need to be questioned. So let me actually Google the attorney so we can call him on the air. Give me a second. Let me Google the attorney. Because they have the attorney name. So let me Google the attorney and call. Okay, let me see what attorney at. Give me a second, you guys. We are live. We're trying to crack this case open. I got on my private detective glasses on right now. Give me a second. Her attorney is Alex. Okay, let me type it in. Alex Spiro. He's an American lawyer. Okay, we have his number. Give me a second. Let's call it. Hold on, let's.
Sorry, there is no one available to take your call. Please record your message.
What? Hold up. Let's call it again. Okay, I dialed the wrong number. Give me a second.
sorry, there is no one available to take your call. Please record your message after the tone. Press star to discard the recording, or press any digit to end the recording.
Hello, brother Alex. This is Mr. Wiley, the host and editor of the Wiley Show. I see that you have gave an exclusive report to the Shade Room about the missing bodyguard. I would love to get input on my show. You could definitely give me a call back at the show number that I have here. And I answer at any time, 24 hours a day. That is 972-674-9462. If you can give me a written statement or something, give me more insight on this. Again, 972-674-9462. All right. You have a wonderful day, sir. Bye-bye. Okay. So I called the lawyer. All right. All right. Hold on. I called two of them. Let me call the other number back. Okay, let me call the other one. Let's see.
You have reached Quinn Emanuel, Urquhart, and Sullivan. If you know your party's extension, you may dial it at any time. To access the company directory, press 1. To be transferred to an operator, press 0. Or you may wait for the tone to leave.
Is they open?
You have reached Quinn Emanuel, Urquhart, and Sullivan.
Okay, I got it. All right. Okay, let's see. Okay, we went on Justin page. Let me keep scrolling down his page. Okay, as you can see, he's lifting weights. This is on November 7th. He's lifting weights. He's getting fit. November 7th. Okay. Let me send him an email. I got his email address here. Give me a second, chat. I'm trying to copy and paste his email. All right, chat. I gotta just do that. Hold on, y'all. I got his email. All right, you see that? Okay. We got Million back. Okay. What in the world? Let me I got this zoomed in. Hold on, y'all. We live. I can't even see my email thing. I got this zoomed in to 200%. All right. Okay. All right, so the email. Okay, let me see. I'm going down his. Okay, he's working out. He's getting that body fit. He's a big man. A big man. This is November 7th. Let me go back to September, October 21st. That's that. Okay, that's Tiger. Because I guess he represents him. He's lifting weights. Okay, I guess that's Tiger. That's a private jet. He's a big man. What's Tiger Instagram? Somebody send me Tiger Instagram. Okay, that's him. Let's scroll down. We get to September. That's April. That's May. June. July. August. August 10th. August 11th. August 27th. August 30th. September 5th. And he know how to box. So this is around the time Kelsey is testifying and he's doing boxing. You see that? So whoever took them are trained people. This ain't Pookie and Ray Ray. These are trained people, professionals that did this job. That's a big man. He's 6'4", 265 pounds, and he's boxing and stuff like that. So whoever did this is a trained person. Do y'all see this? Do y'all see this? So whoever did this, they have to be trained. Whoever did it, I believe it was Tory. People. I feel it in my gut. And my gut don't lie. September 5th. Let me check out, see any threats on social media. I don't see any threats. And this another guy need to be questioned because he tagged him in a post and said he put me on. And that's him. I don't know if he's a suspect, but my gut my gut is turning. So right there in the gut, let me see if I get a better picture of him. Right there in front of some two Rolls Royces, I believe. It's my gut. So this is what. Okay. Now, who is the girlfriend? I gotta follow the Yoni. Do y'all have the girlfriend? Who is Justin's girlfriend? Let me scroll down and see if I can find a girlfriend. Because one thing people do, they promote their girlfriend on social media. Let me see if I can go down. Let me scroll down. Let me see if I can find a girlfriend. I need her Instagram. Oh, he's a father too. Okay, I don't see that. He's a father. Let me check that baby mama. Oh, God, that body. Woo. I just ran across that man's body. All that gorgeousness. Anyway, so whoever did was trade. I got distracted. I was looking at his body. Just look. Just look. Let me let y'all see this picture. Look at that. Look at that man. Hello? Look at that stare. Wow. So, whoever did it, they had to be trained. And anybody want to call in and give their thoughts? I'm trying to crack the case. I didn't crack the case. I'm gonna have to consult with my gut, and I did not crack the case because he was at the World Cup. He's missing. And I'm trying to see where did this go wrong. That's what I'm trying to see. Hello? Oh,
How does your star witness go missing? What's going on at the LAPD office? That whole department needs to be investigated. This is the man that was gonna get on the stand and said that he went to Tory Lanez house to get Megan Thee Stallion stuff, and Tory Lanez told him, "Yeah, I shot Megan," and he was gonna get under oath and say that. And now the prosecutors have lost their star witness, Wiley. Unbelievable. I don't believe this. I can't believe this. This is unbelievable. Rock Nation is out of line. And that's all I'm going to say. They are out of line. And the LAPD needs to be investigated. Good day, Wiley.
good day. So I want to definitely screen share this. We are definitely getting here or the live and right here. And I definitely want to zoom into that. So they said Megan's bodyguard. Listen to this, folks. Justin is now considered a missing person. He was supposed to testify yesterday. He's the sole reason Tory got charged. He went to Tory's house to get Meg things. He claimed Tory confessed that he shot Megan. Now he's missing out of nowhere. Yeah, okay. Wow. This is something. Who they're working to get this man off. Tory did it, allegedly. You live on the air?
Okay, so I just wanted to state, is everyone forgetting that Tory's bodyguard is also missing, or we're just gonna pretend like it didn't happen?
You said Tory bodyguard is missing? No, he's not missing.
The one that was actually in the car, yeah, he's missing. So are we not gonna talk about that? That doesn't even matter.
I believe that Tory had his people had something to do with this. I don't believe they could have paid him off. I believe they got him somewhere in an abandoned building somewhere, and then he's going to resurface after this trial. I don't believe that they offed him. I don't believe that, but I do believe he is somewhere locked up into after this trial, and he's going to resurface by next week.
I do agree, but I just wanted people to remember this because people be having amnesia that Tory's bodyguard, the guy that was actually in the car, is missing. The one that can tell everything is missing. He hasn't said nothing. So let's just remember that. That's all I had to say.
Okay. Wow, this is getting really, really weird right now. And I'm definitely breaking this story to you. We get in here exclusively here on the Wiley Show. I think I'm one of the first YouTubers to break this story. This is definitely a thank you, man, for calling in.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Bye. And this is something he's not missing. He will be there next week of the defense. Yeah, I don't think he's missing. Wiley is brave. At least you got videos to remember him. They said Tory would be broke after paying all those people off. They should have had them in protective custody. I believe so. Absolutely. I agree. He doesn't deserve this because he has a daughter. He definitely has a daughter. He definitely. Do anybody have his baby mama picture? Wow. I think Tory Lanez is behind this, and because he ain't just gonna go missing like this. I just wow. This is something. They are playing a dirty game. And Megan lawyer reached out to the Shade Room. This is really because Megan can't directly say anything. So yeah, people don't show up to court every day. Tory ain't a billionaire to be paying all these people off. Tory probably have goons. And I definitely believe that. That's why Kelsey said she was scared. And I get why Kelsey was scared. Wow. Because he's gone. He's missing. I miss you. I don't want to miss it without you. For the rest of my life. I don't want to show you. Now, Carl Crawford says, so I'm guessing things ain't going well in court. So now it's time to blame 1501. Because now they're blaming Carl Crawford. They say Megan Thee Stallion ex-BFF connection to 1501 circulates as she takes the stand. That's how that goes. So we are live when it comes to that. Hello, you live on the Wiley Show. They can't hear you. So all that trolling you doing, they can't hear you. They can't hear you. So stupid. Oh, I wish I had that lady number. She is so stupid. And you can't even hear her. And she's still on the phone, you guys, just yelling and doing all them weird noises. Like, wow. Just so crazy. and calling in and oh man. So that's how that goes. Let's scroll down. Okay. Wow. What happened to his house? Where's the cameras doing? 50 said he probably would make a power episode based off of this. What do you mean? This is definitely something, man. I'm definitely getting into details. Like people are sending me stuff. They can't find it. She gotta have a real, yeah. She probably have a mental illness, to be honest. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think she have a mental illness. I think she just be trolling because she called into the show regularly in her regular voice, and then she regularly does that, which is so sad. If she had a mental illness, then she'd just be blowing my phone up doing that, and she don't. Joe Budden claims that Megan Thee Stallion has done some horrible things to one of his friends who's in the industry. You can't treat my friends and people I F with a certain way. Also, this is the time to kick Megan when she's down. Joe Budden, you a cloud chaser and you a woman beater. So we already know we already know what you want. You a cloud chaser and a woman beater. So you can go ahead on last time I gotta say this allegedly, but last time I checked that you knock women across their head and stuff like that. So you used to hitting women when they down. Okay, just chase it. Cloud. Talk about somebody in the industry. Child, please name the person name that somebody in the industry. Name their name of somebody in the industry that she did that. Okay, like come on now, get up out of here with that. Wow. This is something. Mm, 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 mm. Well, we are live, you guys. If you want to send me anything, my Instagram is Wiley Show on Instagram, IG on Instagram. Um, yeah, I'm gonna go back. I'm trying to find his baby mom's page. That's who I'm trying to find. His baby mom page. And you guys are sending me stuff from Hollywood Unlocked. I am blocked from Hollywood Unlocked. Okay, I didn't even notice until I tried to tag them, and I noticed that I was blocked. I started to think all of them are playing with our intelligence. This whole dang production at this point, this is getting creepy. Wow, this case is getting crazier by the day. Oh no, I pray he is safe. Uh, wow. Remember, Street TV said someone didn't show, so the defense called their person or something like that out of order. No, they called the person out of order because they had scheduling issues. Jesus prayed that this gorgeous man is found alive. I hope they find him. Someone said surviving Rock Nation. I don't think Rock Nation had anything to do with this. Tory probably paid him off not to show off. Wow, this is crazy. Regardless, still think he off Megan, like shot Megan. Wow, this is sad. Like, this is really, really sad that this is going on. And give me a second. Hey, you live on the Wiley Show.
Hey, what's up, Wiley? How you doing, man?
Doing good.
Yeah, so I just wanted to point out, hey, so why is nobody looking at the angle, the Rock Nation angle? This doesn't make sense for Tory to have done all of this when all of this. He's not a kingpin. He's not nobody. Before all of this trial, a lot of people didn't even know who he was. Tory doesn't have that much pull. That's stuff that you see play out in movies and whatnot. And on top of that, if he paid the bodyguard or did something to him, this is a lot of money Tory is spending. He's paying his lawyers currently. Y'all say he paid off Kelsey. Y'all say he paid off his bodyguard. Y'all say he paid off Meg's bodyguard. It's just a lot of instances where we're just trying to place the blame on Tory, which it doesn't add up. But what does add up is this Rock Nation. It's the fact that Kelsey spoke on it in her diss track. She said she name dropped the lady and said she told her if she spoke, then a sex tape would drop. Tory came out and said early on, Rock Nation called him and told him not to say anything. So I'm just trying to figure out why is it that Rock Nation couldn't be Rock Nation behind this, but it's definitely Tory doing things. I respect your opinion and whatnot, but I just need to know.
So why are you bringing up Rock Nation? And the reason why I disagree with that theory, because Rock Nation, their interest is for the money. This is the bad interest for them to destroy a case because that hurts their client image in the public. But I do also believe this is a Tory Lanez and 1501 connection. Kelsey is actually to baby mother or one of the executive 1501. Right. So this is a connection. I do believe that they're trying to take down Megan Thee Stallion, and whoever did this for this bodyguard is very well trained because he's a tall, muscular man, and he's trained as a bodyguard. So whoever did it is very trained.
Right, exactly. So you think Rock Nation, it's the same things that apply for Tory, they apply for Rock Nation also. The same justification for Tory doing it are the same exact reasons you would have for Rock Nation also. Like I said, I respect your opinion on that, but we can't sit here and act like that this is not a possibility. This is definitely a possibility. The fact that even before the trial even started, we were starting to hear rumors of, prosecution, they're going for a mistrial because they don't have a case. You don't think the DA is embarrassed? Did his family report him missing? Is there a police report reporting him missing? Or are we just going off of what the DA told us? The DA said he's missing.
Well, I'm not going to say that the DA have said that. They actually, the LAP, I'm going to call the LAPD on the air, but I don't know for a fact. I want to say that it was what's the name's lawyer that said this was Megan Thee Stallion lawyer that reached out to the Shade Room. And so
Megan Thee Stallion's lawyer
Megan Thee Stallion reached out. So I haven't seen no official report that he's missing. So that's what I'm trying to find, like his family pages, if y'all have his family pages, so I can see if they post something on social media.
Because in my theory, it all plays out. Because my theory, like I said, you're welcome to believe anything you want to believe, and I understand that there are things that point to certain situations. Mm-hmm. But in my theory, I think Kelsey was lying before, and she's deciding to flip now. Because if my theory is correct, it is okay. We planned this to take this man down, but nobody talks about the fact that they want to say she flipped when she got on the stand, but nobody talks about the fact that she was not fucking with. She was not cool with Meg. They were arguing online. So why would she have all this time been? I'm gonna talk all my stuff online about Meg, but I'm gonna still get on the stand and I'm gonna speak up for her. That was not what she was giving off. So then, for her to go in September and come back and say, "Oh yeah, he did all of this, he did all of that," she's been telling us the whole time. There's nothing but lies, and manipulation going out through the media. Who's to say what she was talking about? She could have been talking about, her relationship with Meg. She could have been talking about the actual shooting. We don't know. But like I said, if this is the case, this definitely points some fingers at Rock Nation. They told that girl to pick up and leave. Within 2 hours, they had a flight for her. What sense does that make? That is not normal.
So you're saying that Rock Nation hired to destroy this case?
No, I'm saying that Rock Nation colluded with Meg early on to frame Tory, and now that they couldn't, now things are starting to fall apart. Now, okay, all right, let's save some face. Bodyguard, get the hell out of here. Because if you listen to what Tory said in one of his songs, he even said, Rock Nation tried to set me up, but them boys ain't clean enough. Letting them know, like, hey, I got something in my back pocket, or y'all not gonna catch me because I didn't do the shit. I didn't do this thing. I'm sorry, my bad. I didn't do it. Y'all trying to frame me, but I didn't do this stuff. It's so many things pointing to somebody's coercing someone, or somebody forcing somebody to do something. And to me, looking through my eyes, I'm sorry. I've been a defendant in a case, and I have friends that've been defendants in a case where there are witnesses, and that is seriously, it is really far fetched. Not even far fetched. Excuse me. That is more along the basis of a movie than to be in real life. It just doesn't make sense. People don't do. Tory's not a kingpin. This isn't no RICO trial or nothing. Tory is his own person. Why would the bodyguard not be there? If he's Tory's friend and all Tory do is, he's lying, he get people to lie for him.
But this not Tory bodyguard. This is Megan Thee Stallion. This is Megan Thee Stallion former bodyguard. I want to make sure you got that right. This is Megan Thee Stallion former bodyguard. So this is not Tory Lanez former bodyguard. This is Megan Thee Stallion bodyguard former bodyguard. So yeah.
Right. Mm-hmm. And it applies to both of them, because it's both of them. If the truth is the truth.
Do you know what he was going to testify that the reason why they were able to press charges because Tory admitted to the bodyguard that he shot Megan, and that's what according to reports that he was going to testify on the stand. Right,
but as it looks right now, there has been from what we have heard. The only thing tying Tory to this shooting is Meg, who has also been a consistent liar, and Kelsey, who has also been a consistent liar, who has came back on record and said when she was under oath, she said she lied about everything else. That's my point too. She may have lied about some little other stuff, but Meg lied too. So what I'm saying is Kelsey she's not a millionaire. She doesn't have a voice to speak. Maybe Rock Nation did force a story on her and say, this is what you need to say. And then she got up on the stand and got cold feet. That is a definite possibility. It is so realistic for us to think that. But I just find it hard to believe. A
lot of people are saying you sound like an artist that couldn't get signed by Rock Nation, and you're mad and you're trying to blame Rock Nation.
I'm not a rapper at all. I don't got nothing against. I don't know what you're saying. I don't have a dog in this race, a horse in this race, whatever it is, a dog in this fight. I don't have that. I'm trying to let y'all know to think objectively. Think of this as two people that you do not know. It does not make sense. If this was your brother and you weren't there and you read the evidence of this case, you would not sit here and say, yeah, I still think my brother did it. You wouldn't. It's no possible way. You can't tell me. You got the two main people y'all are relying on to say that, yeah, this is what happened, have been lying the whole entire time. And I just find it's messed up that we're going here as a black community that we can't. Nobody wanted to even hear this man talk. Y'all didn't even let this man say I didn't do it. And now that certain things are coming out, now Tory had to do this. Tory has sure done a lot in y'all eyes. He beat up. He shot a woman, beat up the girl, the same girl best friend. He paid off everybody. Tory done spent a lot of money, and he done did a lot of wrong according to y'all. But the thing about it is, a lot of people, they sit there and talk about these men on social media, but the men that are around them in real life are not like that. A lot of these women don't know a man that would even do something that they're accusing him of. So it's just kind of ridiculous to me that we say something, oh yeah, y'all Tory Lanez fans. I didn't listen to not one Tory Lanez song except for that one that was on the radio for a while before this case. And I still don't. Only ones I've listened to are the ones that pertaining to the case, where he's begging and pleading for his black people like you guys to sit here and listen to him. Just listen. He didn't even ask y'all to believe me. He said, look, things ain't what it seemed like. I can't talk about it. She put a gag order on the man so she can talk, but he can't. Y'all can't see this stuff?
Well, she didn't put a gag on her. The judge did.
The judge. We can be technical all you guys want to, but she went to that DA and told them, Tory saying this, Tory saying that. Tory came to my show. I want to. She told the DA she wanted him to go under the jail. So we can sit here and stop trying to make it seem like, oh, this ain't the Meg versus Tory. This is definitely Meg versus Tory. She said she wanted him to go under the jail. I get what the court documents say, but this is Meg saying that Tory did something and she knows he would go to jail for.
Okay.
This is definitely Meg versus Tory.
All right. Well, we thank you so very much, sir. A lot of people are saying you sound very frustrated because you're single.
Yeah, no, I'm actually, you know what? I don't even have to explain that, but just think about this. What does me being single have to do with anything? What the hell are we? Where are we at as a damn community? Like, you can't even listen to a black man when he's trying to tell you something. Nothing that Meg says adds up. She's left out a fight that everybody knows happened. She left out so many details. I'm not even talking about her sexual history. That doesn't even matter to me. But the fact that we can sit here and objectively say, oh, yeah, Tory had to have done it. Meg said it, so Tory did it. This is sick, man. And all the people in the comments, that's cool. You know, think what you want to think. But for you, if you don't want to sit here and listen to a black man tell you something, just think about if that was your brother. Think about if that was your dad. Think about if that was your son. And that's all I got to say. Appreciate you having me, Wiley.
Thank you, sir. All right, y'all. Wow, we are live yet again, man. The brothers are calling in. Also, we can invite y'all to hit the link and y'all can come on camera if y'all want to. Moderators, if y'all can post that link. I'm going to call back. The bodyguard is missing. I'm going to call the LAPD and see, is it official? Hello, you live on the Wiley Show.
Hey, Wiley.
Hey.
This is Auntie Chris.
Welcome.
You know, I called in a couple of days ago. I think I was on video a couple of days ago.
Okay.
And yes, and my theory was I believe that Kelsey did it, right? Because I believe they were fighting and somehow that gun went off. Mm-hmm. But I find it interesting that the recent post from the Shade Room about Megan's bodyguard. Mm-hmm. He had the gun in the pool. He had a gun in the pool. Is that what they said? I wanted to get that cleared up. Because they said something about a gun.
Well, what I can tell you, what the reports I'm reading, that Tory Lanez, when he was picking up Megan's stuff, that Tory confessed to the bodyguard that he was sorry for shooting Megan.
Okay, was the bodyguard there at the party or no?
No, the bodyguard was not at the party. The bodyguard was not there. Megan Thee Stallion bodyguard was not there. Okay. But when Tory came to, when the bodyguard came to pick up Megan Thee Stallion's stuff, Tory confessed to the bodyguard, to Megan Thee Stallion bodyguard at the time, that he was sorry for shooting Megan.
Now, you know that's just a bunch of crocodile. Now, seriously, do people really think that Tory would have confessed to Megan's bodyguard a couple of days after this whole event, or even if it was the next
Kelsey
day?
Confessed that Tory confessed to her. So, you know.
No, she didn't say Tory confessed to her for shooting. She said Tory said he was sorry for everything that happened. That means everything that happened that night.
So, again, and then you also have the bodyguard. That kind of will collaborate Kelsey's testimony, and that will make it. And he's missing. This is a bodyguard, you guys. We're not talking about a regular person. A muscular 6'4", 265 pounds, pressing weights.
Wiley,
so this ain't just a regular person. So whoever did this is very well trained.
Okay, Wiley.
And he's a father. I want to give you, and he's a father. His family have not said anything. I'm actually going to call the LAPD, and if we got other people, we can call the LAPD, because I want to know, is it official that he's an official missing person? right? Because I need to see that document, and I want to know who reported him missing, because we only have Megan attorney to the shade room and it went viral. I want to know, did his family actually reported him missing? If y'all know any of his family members, call the number or reach out to me an email. We will keep you private because I need to see, when was he reported missing? Is this an official missing person, or is he just missing and he just didn't show up to court? Because that's a difference. If whether you just show up to court, then versus the family saying he's a missing person. Does that make sense?
Okay, Wiley. Yeah, it does make sense, but we have to really start thinking logically, and we have to stop blindly following all these trails everywhere, because it doesn't make sense.
Mm-hmm.
Logically speaking, you're going to tell me that Megan's bodyguard went to the hotel, pick up his stuff, which he probably did, and Tory confessed to shooting Meg, and the bodyguard did nothing about it, zero about it, didn't report it or anything. You going to tell me that that's the truth? I think it's just like the other caller said before. This is just a stunt by Rock Nation to make the matters even more messier, because they don't have a case and they looking really stupid right about now. And all that money.
Well, this ain't about, this really is about the LAPD State's Attorney's Office, because Rock Nation can't charge anybody. This is all about the LAPD.
They can't charge anybody, but come on, this is beginning to look like a cover-up. And we know Rock Nation has never been innocent in a whole lot of stuff. They have done a lot of good by some things, but they are just as messy as any other mob organization out here. We have to put that in the forefront. They are an organization that's going to look after their own interests. And if that means they have to derail this whole thing, because if Tory goes to jail, it's going to be an uproar. If Megan is found guilty, it's going to be an uproar. And the hip-hop community is going to be divided. They don't want that.
Mm-hmm.
So they have to destroy it. They have to.
I hear a lot of people are saying in the chat that this is not a Rock Nation because they have their interest in protecting Megan. That's their client. This to me seems like a Tory plus a 1501 type of thing.
No, it doesn't. I mean, I know y'all want to make it seem like it's that way. It's not that way. Why would they come out and say Megan's bodyguard? That doesn't even sound right. We have to realize what Rock Nation has done in the past.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I understand this case and everything, but Black people does not use logic anymore. They just go by the wind. And
well, you can't
really
speak.
sad.
You wait a minute, ma'am. You can't speak for all Black people.
I'm not saying all Black people.
Wait a minute.
I'm not saying all Black people, but we don't use logic. We used to use logic. We used to really.
You can't speak for the whole entire Black community.
We don't use instincts anymore. We just go with the flow, and we just go.
So you speaking for the entire Black community? So you know all Black folks?
No, I am Black.
But you're speaking for the entire community.
I didn't say the whole community. I said this is what's wrong with some Black folks. It's because they don't use logic. Logically speaking, we know how this will end if Tory win or Megan win. It's going to divide the hip-hop community. There's going to be an uproar on each side. Rock Nation doesn't want that. And the other side that's supporting Tory silently, because there's a whole host of people that's influential in hip-hop that's supporting Tory also. It's going to divide everything. And there's no pure facts. I wouldn't be surprised if there was somebody else shooting that gun. Although I still believe it was Kelsey.
A lot of people say you sound like a woman that don't have a man, and you're putting the interest on the Black community. That's what they're saying in the comments.
Wait a minute, I expect to hear that from the black community. Because
So are you
their
married? Are
only-
you in a relationship
their
with a
only
black man?
defense is to say, the only defense black people have to say is they don't have a man, or they this or they that. They can't think logically, and their brains have shriveled up.
So do you
And I
have
need them
do you
to-
have a black man?
Yes, I do. I'm black.
You sure?
I know people.
Do you
I've been-
are you dark skinned?
That doesn't matter, but no, I'm not.
Are you overweight?
Oh my God. Are you now you really are fitting the profile of a black person. Stop it, Wiley. Stop it. I like you. I like to call into your show, but you kind of overdoing it right about now.
Mm-hmm.
I do, because you're the only one that's still talking about this. Everybody else only give like 1 or 2 shows a day. You've been nonstop for like the last 4 days. Have you gotten any sleep?
I've definitely had any sleep. I talked to a lot of African American people, NAACP, the Urban League. I love black people, and they're one of the.
Cool. I'm not, Wiley. I'm not putting black people down. That's not what I'm doing. I'm just saying people have to start thinking logically about different things and quit going with the wind.
People are saying that your mother must be white because you're throwing black people under the bus.
I'm not throwing black people under the bus. I'm saying black people need to start thinking logically and quit going with the wind. You have to think logically. Logically, okay, most of the gun residue was found near Kelsey. Some was on Tory. They were in a fight, according to the witness. They were fighting. I'm telling you, Meg and Kelsey were fighting really bad. And Kelsey, I believe, reached for the gun and a struggle happened. It was an accidental shooting. I really don't believe there was 5 shots fired.
Well,
I don't believe that was the gun, to be honest.
Okay. And that's your theory. But thank you so very much
Yeah.
for definitely breaking it down and really criticizing the black community.
Oh, I am not, Wiley. Quit saying that.
So you didn't criticize the black community? You said black people is not logical.
I said they're not thinking logically.
Mm-hmm.
They're just going with every win. Like they're not thinking. I love black people. What are you talking about?
Okay. All right. Well, we thank you so very much for calling in, man.
Okay. Bye.
Bye. Wow. She definitely had a whole lot of stuff to say. Hello, you live on the Wiley Show.
Hello.
Hi.
Hey, Wiley.
Hey.
I'm Goddess Dawn. It's so nice to meet you. Thank you for having me,
Nice to meet you
opening
as
your
well.
platform.
Thank you.
I'm calling to address the person that I just heard on your platform.
Okay.
So I'm actually in court. Okay, so everything she said was so untrue. Who said that the GSR was mostly found on Kelsey? Nobody said that. Nobody said that. What else did she say? I can't remember because I'm cleaning up. I'm cleaning my house. I've been in court all week. My house is a mess. Tearing out of court early in the morning, trying to, be there and get my press badge and all that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm cleaning up. I'm listening, and I'm hearing all this misinformation. So did she say there's no gun?
But she said that's not the right gun. It's probably another gun. That's not the gun.
How is it what does she mean it's another gun? The body cam from the police showed them searching the SUV. The gun was right there, front passenger floor, covered up with some bits of paper. The butt of the gun sticking out from some of the paper, like if somebody tried to hurry up and hide it. You know what I'm saying? Like there was a gun. The gun, they have the gun, they identified the gun that matched the fragments. All of this stuff, there's been some proven testimony from experts. So let's not do that. And if I hear glass one more time, nobody steps on no glass. Even Kelsey kept saying that. So anyway, she really had me hot.
Yes. So you definitely were you in the court for all these for all 5 days?
Yes.
So what do you think this is going to go? Do you think it's going to be a mistrial, guilty, not guilty? What is your thoughts on that?
It's so hard to say because I'm looking at the jurors. And, when I see a juror sitting up on his elbows on his lap, like up, like, you know how you lean forward because you really like trying to listen. So he's perched up. And every time Tory gets a perceived win, he's nodding his head up and down excitedly. You know what I'm saying? And I'm looking at him like, bruh, you are not supposed to be cheering for nobody up in here.
Mm-hmm.
Sure, I'm trying to see if I can pass a note to the damn DA. Like, juror number such and such, you need to look at him. But anyway.
And then they said another jury was like doing a lot of coughing.
Oh, yeah, there is a coughing juror. There is a coughing juror. He has been coughing from the start, okay? Every time it seems something crucial, like when we were first getting audio clips, he was coughing up a storm, especially and when Kelsey was on the stand. It seemed like when certain questions got asked, it's not just a cough. It's not like, no. It's like, I mean, it's like crazy. I have never, and listen, I live in LA. I have served on a couple of juries. I have served on a grand jury. I have never in my life seen anything like this with regard to juries. Coughing like that. They even addressed it prior to one of the sessions this week. The prosecution brought it up. I guess one of the jurors said something. And the judge said he was going to have a deputy look into it, but the juror is still there. So I did also want to say something about Kelsey's husband. Excuse me. When he first came in with her lawyer and her, I was like, who is this brother? Because somebody said maybe he's an attorney. I'm like, she's not giving me attorney. He got on that big fat chain with that emblem on it. Attorneys don't typically walk into court like they repping a label. And at the time, I didn't know who he was. So when I found out who he was, now I'm like, well, that just says everything. She's talking about she's under pressure. I mean, she's in an arranged marriage to 1501.
Wow.
And also has a baby by him.
Wow.
So that's blood. That's a blood contract, okay? She's protecting Tory through 1501, J. Prince. They all have an agenda. They all have beef with Meg, right? So they're using Kelsey to make sure Tory does not get convicted, as well as to tear Meg down.
Wow.
Because this very well could adversely affect Meg's career. It really can. At the end of the day, I mean, they could literally, if things, depending on things how they work out, labels drop people all the time. I'm just saying, like, I'm I don't know. I'm just saying this is what I'm there. I'm
because I want to ask you this
so,
question: the bodyguard. I don't know. You in LA? Do you have any official report of him being missing by the authorities, or is this just he disappeared? Like, I'm trying to get thoughts on it because did you see the Shade Room post?
No, I just saw it on your live.
Okay, yes. So I'm trying to understand: is he actually missing? Like, did you reach out to the authorities and see about that? Because I'm confused on that part, because the lawyer of Megan reached out to the Shade Room, said they can't find the bodyguard, that he's missing. But so I want to know, is that an actual official missing person?
There's nothing in court that has been. Well, they're not going to tell us that anyway.
Okay.
If they have a missing witness, they're not going to say it in court like, oh, our witness is missing. So I did hear, because I'm sitting front row, okay? I'm front row center. I hear stuff that, because we get to hear things before the jury and the public comes in too. So I remember one of the prosecutors, the defense asked them something about a witness. I thought it was for the next day, which would have been yesterday, I think. But I could have sworn that I heard him say Justin. So I got excited because I'm like, ooh, maybe Justin's going to testify. But we haven't had Justin yet. Justin was mentioned in the opening argument. But just because somebody's mentioned in opening arguments doesn't mean they're actually going to pan out throughout in the trial. Like, they might just have their hopes up. Somebody might have agreed to it, but now, if they disappear, they disappear. What are you going to do?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I know that the talk in the lobbies of the court was that the bodyguard was missing. Somebody mentioned it to me because we're up there. It's journalists, mostly from, all the big outlets, all of them in LA. And there's also YouTubers, of course, and, regular public people. Some of them are attorneys. There's actually a lot of attorneys in the public audience. So when we're talking about stuff and getting information, as a matter of fact, an entertainment attorney is one who has connections to people. So sometimes when we get information, it could very well be credible because a lot of these people have contacts.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. It hasn't been vetted, and as far as I know, they haven't. If the prosecution rests their case on Monday with no Justin, then that means he's probably gone missing. So they're supposed to rest on Monday, and then the defense is supposed to be up Tuesday, and hopefully this thing will wrap by Wednesday.
Okay.
Or Wednesday.
So I'm gonna definitely, because this have to be. I don't know, because I know he said LAPD, this Los Angeles. So I'm assuming. So I'm gonna reach out to the LAPD and see if I can find. I don't know if they will let me know about the.
What you trying to find out from the police?
I want to know, is he missing? Like, is it an official missing report?
Now you know good and well they're not gonna tell you that. Report on Quan. Ain't nobody filing no report on Quan, child. If he's missing, then he's missing because people are.
Oh no, I'm not talking about him. I'm talking about Justin.
Justin. I'm sorry. Yeah. Justin. Well, Quan is also rumored to be missing.
Okay.
That was the other thing. The driver. That's who I was thinking about, actually, about the talk.
Okay.
Quan is missing. But Justin being missing, that's a whole new, I hadn't heard that before today.
So
I don't think.
So the police will not let me know anything about that.
I mean, I doubt it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you could try. You never know.
Okay.
You never know. I always say yes. Say yes to whatever you're trying to do because you really don't ever know. So,
okay. Because I'm just trying to understand, is that an official missing report? Because this is a
who's
body.
Who's going to file a report, though? Who would file? Oh, you mean if the prosecutor, the DA is.
Or his family, like say, hey, he's missing, because he's a father. He's a 6'4" body, so with a family.
Well, if Justin is Megan's bodyguard, right?
He's the former bodyguard.
Former, okay. So if Justin is missing, he's missing. That would be a Rock Nation thing, I think, because to protect. So, well, maybe not, because Rock Nation would want him to say.
Yeah, he would, because according to the reports, they said that that Tory confessed to him while he's picking up Megan's stuff that he shot Megan, and that's why the prosecutors wanted to use him to testify. If that is credible. So I'm just trying to see, is it an official missing report? Because why? Because he's a bodyguard. If you see him, he's muscular, 6'4".
Yeah.
And he's a father.
Definitely screams. Yeah, this screams 1501, J. Prince. Yeah, that to me says he might be in danger or have been. I hope that he's okay. I'm just saying. What other reason? Plus, he probably himself wouldn't want to testify in this case. Like, he has to live a life just like Kelsey. A regular life after this. Well, Kelsey, her life is not that regular anymore, right? But I'm just saying, these people have to go back to the world and deal with the aftermath of whatever happens or whatever their contribution lends to whatever happens. Mm-hmm. So, if he's missing, we'll find out. And matter of fact, he might be. It's also speculated that he might be a witness for the defense. So they might be the ones keeping him low key until he comes up on the stand for Tory to say, no, that didn't happen.
Okay. That could be definitely it. So thank you, ma'am, for giving us input. I want you to come on camera because are you going to the courthouse on Monday?
I will be there. I will be there. I do give lunchtime updates on another channel. I don't want to put other
Okay.
channels.
Whenever you
if I could just say, I do live recaps on my own channel, Goddess Dawn Speaks. Very much like we're in court. I start from the top and we end when the court ends, and I tell you everything in between that happened.
Okay.
So, that's.
I'm happy
to come on any other time if you have a panel or anything.
Absolutely.
Else,
we go live direct, doing updates that we get from the lunchtime and all of that. Then we go live after the proceeding, calls and stuff like that. I heard from another person from Street TV. He said that the judge said that it should be a wrap by Tuesday.
Yeah, hopefully, because mind you, not only do the defense has to get their witnesses, but there's also closing arguments.
Okay.
So and then there's jury instructions.
Okay.
So there's things that have to take place before the deliberation happens. With regard to street TV, I will actually be on his panel this afternoon with two other beautiful women, one an entertainment attorney, as well as a lady from KTLA who has been in the court with us as well.
Okay, and
yeah.
give your page name, because yesterday we had Street TV on, so give your page name so I can drop your link.
Oh, cool! Thank you so much. It is Goddess Dawn Link. Oh, I'll put it in the chat.
Okay.
Goddess Dawn Speaks.
Okay.
Goddess Dawn Speaks, and well, I don't know if. Are you cool with Conscious TV?
Oh yeah. I don't mind, I don't mind, because what we're doing is building that black infrastructure. If I'm not cool or not, we are new media.
I do my lunchtime update on his channel.
Okay, so your
during
name.
lunch, I go on his channel.
Okay, yes, ma'am.
What just happened in court?
Yes, ma'am. Okay, so yeah.
But
okay.
I appreciate you.
No
Wiley,
problem.
And I'll be back.
Okay. Okay.
Have a good one.
All right. Bye-bye. All right. Bye. I don't mind saying other channels' name, because we building the black new media infrastructure, like all that. I ain't gonna say your name. I ain't gonna say your name. Like, child, please. I say Wiley, Conscious, King. I say the name now. They ain't gonna say Wiley name. That's okay. But I'm building. I'm starting that trend, showing love, building that black media infrastructure, right? Because we are the new black media. Just like we have Malago Grams, just like Armand Wiggins. And let's get into that, because Armand Wiggins made a tweet and people are saying it's directed towards me. All right. And I don't know. I'm minding my own business, but y'all send it to me. I got emails that y'all have sent me emails, and he said this, and I want to read it because I'm getting these emails from the people, and his people and my people. They send me emails and I talk about it. He said this: jealousy is a disease. Die slow, be. That's what he said. And so they asked him, who is he talking about? And somebody said, Wiley. So I don't know. I don't know if he's talking about Wiley. Okay, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I'ma mind my business. You see Meg's bodyguard as a missing person? No. Is he missing? Do y'all have the official report that he's missing? Let me call somebody that have experience in that field. Give me a second. All right, I'm coming to you, sus. If she answer. I'm not hurt. I'm not hurt, you guys. I'm talking. Hello? Oh, man, she not answering. Why did she answer her phone? I'm not sad. Hello? Hey, okay, I don't have you on speaker. I'm live right now, but I just want to give your input on this. I don't know if you heard the report about Justin, Megan Thee Stallion, former bodyguard, is missing. So I want to get your thing in. Don't the family have to claim that he's missing? And if so, would the public get access to somebody that is missing, or the public or the police will keep that private from the public? Okay, let me put you on speaker so they can hear you. Okay, go ahead.
No.
Okay, no. Okay, I ain't gonna put you on speaker. Go ahead. Go ahead. Okay. Okay. So can the okay. So they're not gonna, like, if you're a media outlet, they're not gonna let you know about that part. Like, how would I be able to word that if I were to call the LAPD? I want to know because I'm trying to understand, is he actually official missing, or is they saying he just didn't show up court? Because that's two different things. Because I don't know if you've seen the Bodyguard. The man is 6 foot, like 6'4". He's a muscular man, and you ain't just gonna disappear being a father and have family ties like that. So I'm just saying, is this official, or is it just he just skipped town and not just one test? Because that's two different things. But if his family reported him missing, that means that's record. But would the public have access to that public record? Okay. 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 So it's a supplementary report that won't be available to the public. Okay. 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 Yeah, because I was trying to get that input about that because I said let me call somebody. All right. So again, Mhm. Oh, okay. Yeah. I don't know if you could do some digging and ask around and see. I don't know if you could. I don't know if you could do some digging and be like and make a phone call. Okay. Okay. Oh yeah yeah. I think I have that. Okay. No. You're not on speaker. You're not on speaker. I'm gonna text you right now the information that I have. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna send it right now. Okay. Bye bye. Okay. So I have a source, and okay, TMZ just posted it. Give me a second. Let me send his. Do we have Justin's birthday? Do y'all have Justin's birthday? Do anybody have his birthday? Do y'all have his birthday? If you have his birthday, I mean, I'm going to go on TMZ. We are live. Y'all have his birthday. Okay. All right. I don't have his birthday. I do have his birthday. Wait a minute. Where is it? Let me go to LinkedIn. Damn, I ain't gonna be. What the hell is it? Where is his birthday? And I'm gonna go to TMZ, you guys. Let's see. I found his birthday. I got his birthday. I have a source. Why I did not know it's 322. Okay, I did not know that. Okay, let's see. All right. I found his birthday. Mm-hmm. 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 Yeah, I found his birthday. All right. Thank you. Thank you, Jazz. I found it. Go to TMZ. I have a source that's working on to give me the official details of that. Give me a second. Wow. That's what's up. Black media is killing it right now because they got this before TMZ, the Shade Room. Hey, you live on the Wiley Show.
Hey, Wiley. So on TMZ, right, they just posted the bodyguard missing, and they said that.
Well, let me read. Hold on. Let me read it right quick. Megan Thee Stallion bodyguard, key figure in the Tory Lanez trial, has allegedly vanished into thin air, and cops are said to be on the case. MTS Megan Thee Stallion attorney Alex tell TMZ, we recently learned that Justin went missing right before he was scheduled to appear in court. The LAPD is currently looking into the disappearance and welcome any information about his whereabouts. Okay. So let's go down. Prosecutors Alexander show a visual of a series of text messages that Kelsey sent Megan Thee Stallion bodyguard at 4:27 a.m., roughly 5 minutes after the shooting. Help, Tory shot Meg, 911. The Shade Room, which first broke the news, reports that a separate source familiar with the situation insisted Justice's own attorney hasn't heard from him since Thursday, and that he apparently has critical information about the case. That much we already knew. Remember, this is the guy that Kelsey Harris, Megan's ex-best friend, who was in the car. What in the world? Child, hold on, y'all. What in the world? Hold on. I got to go back to the article. Hold on. Something is just... We are live, you guys. Okay, let me go back. Okay. Let me go back. Her ex-best friend, who's in the car that night, texts almost immediately after the shooting, writing, help, Tory shot Meg, and 911. He could have provided more context to that, including any follow-up conversation he had with either Kelsey or Megan. Now, though, it appears he's nowhere to be found. With uncertainty over whether Tory driver, who was also in the car that night, is going to testify as of now, it doesn't seem like he is. And a very hazy narrative laid out by Kelsey herself. Justin could have possibly been critical to help swing this thing one way or another. Megan Thee Stallion attorney concerns also seem to suggest foul play may be afoot, but so far there's no evidence of that. We reached out to LAPD to confirm whether Jason is in fact listed as a missing person at this point and whether they're actively searching for him. And so far, no word back.
Wiley, why? This is what I don't understand, Wiley. Megan Thee Stallion attorney is saying this. Why are y'all not called the federal government? Why y'all still going to the LAPD? That's the question. They're the one who botched this whole thing.
Because again, this is not a federal case. This is state. The LAPD have to have this is this jurisdiction. This is not a federal.
But
the feds are not going to get involved.
In the law, if we have missing witnesses, and this is a criminal case, and if we have a missing witness, a critical, he's probably like the top 5 witness in this case. Somebody needs to, and they said they didn't see him since Thursday. Today is Saturday. They was in court on Friday. Where is this man? Now, we went on his Instagram, Wiley. I went on his Instagram, and I saw he was out the country. So, did he ever return? Mm-hmm. Can they look up his flight logs or something?
That have to be the investigation of the authorities.
I don't get the LAPD. Look up his flight logs. He was just at a ball game. It looks like something is going on, Wiley, and it seems fishy with the LAPD. We have to get this is criminal. How many innocent people do we have in jail because of the LAPD? And now this happened. This is a high-profile case, and you lose a witness. Why is the feds not involved at this point? We have missing bullet fragments, missing witnesses. Kelsey has gone rogue. Tory Lanez don't remember nothing. Megan don't remember nothing. Nobody remembers anything. DNA, no gun residue, missing flight. What is this, Wiley? They don't waste all the taxpayers' money on this?
Mm-hmm.
This is crazy.
This is definitely something. I feel your frustration. A lot of people are saying you are very passionate, that you're angry, and that they said that you should call.
Wiley.
They're saying they said that you should call the feds. Your response?
Well, and I just went to tweet out something about I think that Meg Thee Stallion and her team is witness tampering. This is witness tampering, and I think that they should be investigated. Why is Megan's attorney? We have no missing report. TMZ cannot get a missing report from the LAPD. This man is not missing. Where is this man? He needs to be on that stand Monday morning, because if Tory Lanez shot Meg Thee Stallion, he needs to be in jail. He said that Tory Lanez told him that he shot Meg Thee Stallion, and he needs to get up there under oath and say what he said to the prosecutors for him to bring this case. If he's not on that stand Monday morning, it needs to be dismissed, and Meg Thee Stallion and her team needs to be investigated. And the LAPD needs to be investigated for witness tampering. Now, Wiley, I don't play with taxpayers' money like this. We work hard for our taxpayers' money in this country, and we expect fair trials. This don't seem like a fair trial to me.
A lot of people are saying in the chat that you should not be so angry because they're saying that you're defending Tory Lanez. Your response?
Because Meg Thee Stallion lied and she changed her story. Wiley, now I told you what happened last night. Because Meg Thee Stallion said she saw Tory Lanez shot her, but somehow Kelsey got gunpowder residue on her, and now you telling me Tory Lanez's fingerprints is not on the gun, but two female fingerprints is on the gun, and a man said he saw Kelsey and Megan fighting, but Megan and Kelsey said they just bumped into each other like they was just crossing paths. And now Tory Lanez's bodyguard, we don't know where he's at. He's the only sober witness. And now where's Kylie Jenner? Kylie Jenner, there are cameras all over the street on that. But this was in Hollywood. This is Wiley. Somebody got this incident on video. Where is the video? Those people got video cameras all outside their house. They went in that courtroom and showed these people a Ring camera. Now, who on earth, got a Ring camera that's facing the inside of their house and not the outside of their house? And if you do have one that's facing inside of your house, a camera inside of your house, trust you me, there is a camera on the outside of your house if you live in Beverly Hills. Now, where is the video footage? Y'all gonna stop playing with us. See, now, Wiley, they playing with us. Where is this incident is on video somewhere? Why is it not in court?
With that being
said, Megan, let's not be honest.
Do you feel as though that a lot of people are saying this woman probably is not on Megan Thee Stallion level when it comes to the looks? Your response to that? Someone actually said that in the chat. Well, obviously, Megan Thee Stallion do not seem like she's a woman of integrity. And you have known me to call in. I have complained. What did I say when I first saw Meg Thee Stallion? I saw her on my national TV, Wiley, when we was watching the news, and her and Cardi B was up there dry humping on the stage of an award show. And that's when I say this woman is a woman of no integrity. And you mean to tell me she gets shot and I believed her? And I said the man who shot her needs to be in prison. And now we come to find out 2 years later that there are bullet fragments missing, there are witnesses missing, and we don't have no video footage. And this happened in Hollywood. And Tory Lanez is facing 22 years in prison. And if DNA is not on the gun, he didn't take a plea deal. So I'm thinking maybe this man gotta be innocent, or he's just crazy. And then as more evidence come out, we found out that two women, DNA is on the gun. Who had the gun? A lot. I'm hearing right now, people are saying that you're mad because you don't have a WAP. Your WAP is dry. That's why you were angry
if at least my WAP did not ruin my reputation and did not get me allegedly shot and beat up by my best friend and got kicked out of Kylie Jenner's house. She's a woman of no integrity, low integrity, and who's gonna go Mr. Next Wiley, where is Meg Thee Stallion boyfriend? He has not been in court all week. Did anybody see him in court all week? No.
Well, the boyfriend did not have anything to do with the case because the boyfriend was not with him at all. The boyfriend was not with Megan during that time. They were not together.
Well, why is he was not there for moral support? This girl got on national TV and on Gayle King, and I'm calling Gayle King to the stand because you made a mockery of ABC News Network. If you knew, did you know?
Well, she's not on ABC. She's on CBS.
Well, why is it the same thing? But is Gayle King involved? These are questions that need to be. Why did I hear in court not one day? Did they ever bring up the Gayle King interview? Did the prosecutors bring up the Gayle King interview?
I can't speak about the Gayle King interview. Not at this moment.
Wiley, this and Jay-Z, and I'm calling you to the stand at Rock Nation and Beyonce. Y'all are out of line. The Kardashians, y'all are out of line. Kylie Jenner, I know you have video cameras all on that street. Why didn't the prosecutors subpoena the Kylie Jenner and the video footage so we could find out what happened at that party? Something happened at the party that result in the gunshots being fired. And if Meg Thee Stallion was the one to pull the trigger, she should get 22 years in jail. Because she fabricated the story. And she made everybody, and she mocked on black women, and Breonna Taylor, and George Floyd, and everything that was going on in 2020 for what? So she can get a song with Beyonce and go perform at the Grammys. Meg Thee Stallion has basically jeopardized our justice system so she can get a Grammy and an award. And Wiley, it's not right. The LAPD is supposed to be a place of integrity. We have a detective that got fired a month before he was supposed to go to court to testify. And you mean to tell me he got fired? Isn't he got fired for domestic violence? What is going on at the LAPD office? The feds need to come in and they need to do a sweep. Get them all out of there. And get competent investigators and detectives so we can get some real information. And when a crime happens, we can get some real evidence. No bullet fragments. DNA on the gun from everybody in the car. People gone missing. What is going on? I feel like we're watching a film. But Wiley, that's all I got to say for now. Now I'm going to go ahead and go. Because Meg Thee Stallion, you are out of line, and you should be in jail for filing a false police report. And Kelsey, I'm not going to tell them to lock you up because you were smart. You got immunity before you went on that stand and told all them people you lied. So at least you got some common sense. Meg Thee Stallion went up there and perjured herself, and she should be charged with obstruction of justice. Good day, Wiley.
Thank you so very much. Wow, the people are definitely calling in. Make sure y'all share this live on your Twitter. Share this live on your Twitter. Hashtag The Wiley Show. Share this live on your Twitter and hashtag The Wiley Show. TheWileyshow. We are live. I'm getting a phone call. Okay, we definitely have that. Somebody, mouth open, said, "Love you, Wiley." Producer support Wiley. She sent a super sticker. All right. Okay, we calling you back, 67. We calling you back. You left me a voicemail. What is that? Give me a second, you guys.
Your call has been forwarded to.
All right. Okay. All right, y'all got to answer. Okay, somebody left a voicemail, you guys. This phone is blowing up. Let me see what this voicemail say. I can't even press it.
Now, Wiley, how
how you gonna sit up there and say that this lady boyfriend don't have to be in court when you dragged the other lady yesterday for her husband not taking up for her with Darius Cooks? You gotta pick one. You gotta pick one.
All right, they're leaving voicemails. Okay, give me a second. We are live, you guys. The phone is definitely is blowing up. Again, we are live. We are definitely live. I need peace to be these callers. We are live. We are live. Wow. I didn't think that people was going to leave voicemails when it comes to stuff like that. Give me a second. TMZ said they couldn't get any access. We have a source that's working on getting some information about the missing person report because TMZ could not get official word from the LAPD. And we also have a person that is working, a source that are working to give us some information. We are live. Make sure y'all share this live. We've been live for about 2 hours and 31 minutes. Again, you be leaving voice notes all the time. They left a voicemail. So again, and I think they left a voicemail and blocked us. They left a voicemail and they blocked us. All right. Okay. Let's see. Okay. As we know, the official last post from him. Okay. I think we got somebody that's calling in. Okay. Hey, you live on the Wiley Show.
Hey, what's up, Wiley?
Hey.
What's up, man? Why you keep sitting here acting like that lady ain't on the something? You keep trying to play her off like she sitting here putting things in your head, letting you know the facts and letting you know what's going on, and you refuse to even think of the possibilities that she's telling you. It's clear as day if you have an objective mind. She doesn't sound like a younger woman where she's early 20s or anything like that, or anything around Tory Lanez age at all. You know, why would she be on here clamoring for this man? Like, this is ridiculous. Come on, man. You sitting here, if you look at the daggone report, they telling you what's going on. I'm going to tell y'all, I'm going to use these words like missing, so y'all can think something happened to him. I'm a suspect foul play, but I don't have any proof or any type of concrete evidence that it could be foul play. Like, this is, come on, man. Y'all, we got to stop doing this. Come on, black people. For real. All the people in the chat, you talking about whatever. Man, y'all got to stop doing this, man. It is like, look at it like this. Young Thug, right? Everybody and their mama know he done did something wrong. But people still want him to be free, right? But people still can sit here and say, yeah, it might not look good for Thug because he probably did do a lot of the stuff that he did. But I still like his music, though. It's okay. You can still like Meg music. That's fine. But y'all got to sit here and realize this girl has lied, and she's came on here and made y'all believe. Y'all done told her we're going to believe black women no matter what. So that's what she done did. She keep telling y'all, keep feeding y'all lies, and y'all keep eating this mess up, man. It just don't, none of this story makes sense, and it doesn't make sense for Tory to put himself in more danger by bribing or by doing something to a witness. Why we wait until why Tory wait until the day? Why Tory wait until the day to get somebody to do something to him? Why didn't the DA bring him if he's so key, he's such a key witness? Why they didn't bring him in when they brought right after Kelsey? They brought the gun experts on, meaning that anything after this is pretty much just icing on the cake. That is, if he's so key to the investigation, why did they not bring him in? Why did they not already put him on the stand? All of the witnesses already have spoken, except for the bodyguard. Both Kelsey and Meg have said something. Why didn't they put him on with the witnesses? This doesn't make any sense. It's screaming clean up. I know that Armenian man about to get on his ASS because he lying. Or he didn't tell Meg that, and Meg just told her DA that, which she been telling her DA BS this whole time. And that's why they mad. Because she sit up there, she got them looking like a daggone fool, man. Come on, Wiley. You can't sit here and act like you know. I refuse to believe that you're that blind. Come on, man. You know what's going on.
I believe that Tory Lanez shot Megan Thee Stallion. I believe that Tory Lanez is behind the disappearance of the body.
Why do you believe that?
I believe Kelsey's statement that she gave back to the prosecutors in September, and I believe Megan Thee Stallion testimony that Tory shot Meg.
Okay, so, but are you open to the possibility that you could be wrong, right?
No, I'm not open to the possibility that to be wrong. I'm 1,000%.
Exactly, and that's the problem right there. That's the problem right there. You're gonna believe that man did what he said he did, no matter what, right?
I 1,000% again believe that Tory Lanez shot Megan Thee Stallion. I believe it in my gut. I believe it that he have definitely done that. I believe also the statements that Kelsey gave to the prosecutors in September that she told the truth, because that 90-minute conversation was definitely detailed.
Exactly. You know what? Let's point that out. It was detailed, right? I don't know if you ever lied with anybody or anything. What's the first thing y'all tell each other? Man, we got to have our story straight. Why is it that they both had the same exact state, like pretty much verbatim? Now, it could be that that's exactly how things happen, that they both remember things the exact same way. But for some reason, Kelsey done got cold feet. Now, I don't know why, if she want to be done with this, why she wouldn't just come on and just corroborate Meg's story. Because if she did that, then she would be done with this. Now she's looking at perjury charge. She wasn't looking at perjury until she flipped. So why would she come back and do that? Wiley, come on, man. You seem like you got some sense, dog. You cannot sit here and blindly just believe women just because they say what they say.
I believe that Tory Lanez shot Megan Thee Stallion. You just disagree with that.
You said what? Say that last part.
I believe that Tory Lanez shot Megan Thee Stallion. I believe that Tory Lanez confessed to the Bodyguard, and that's why his people in 1501 allegedly is behind the disappearance of this Bodyguard.
So 1501 could be behind it, but Rock Nation can't have anything to do with it, right?
1,000%. I don't believe Rock Nation have anything to do with that. I believe this smell like a J Prince 1501 and Tory Lanez.
Oh my God! Look, hey, have a good one, Wiley.
Is that all you had to say, brother?
Yeah, this is ridiculous, man.
You said it's ridiculous?
Yeah, it's ridiculous that you can't you want to believe Meg so bad. You want to be right so bad. Nobody in this nobody wants
you want to be wrong. Well, sir, you want to be right as well.
Yeah, I do. No, excuse me. First of all, I don't want to be right. I'm looking at the facts. If it came out and you know the evidence showed that Tory most likely did this, then I would. I have no problem with that. And I think that most men would say the same thing. Most black men would not sit here and support a man that they think shot a female, or even if he accidentally shot a female. Nobody would support that. Like, let's be realistic. Nobody knows any dude like that. Like, come on, man. Y'all like this bias and I'm gonna believe black women no matter what. What about when we got two black women lying? Both black women, the only person that ain't really been proved a liar yet is Tory. And I said yet. But right now, he said believe black women, but we got two black women on the stand lying on each other. So who we supposed to believe now? The superstar? Because we can't even say victim, because according to Meg's story, Kelsey is a victim also. They said Tory pulled her by her hair, punched her in the face, all this craziness, right?
And
so
also Kelsey
too,
testified
right?
that as well, that happened.
Right, exactly. So why are we sitting here believing Meg when Kelsey is a black woman that got injured also, right? According to y'all, she actually caught emotionally. She caught it worse than Meg did, because Meg did that messed up stuff and went behind her back. All of this, we refuse to deny that, to see the fact that Meg started all of this nonsense. If Meg don't mess with that man, girl. I mean that girl, man, or whatever she want to call it, we would not even be here. If Meg would have went home like the driver and took her home, and she lied about saying she came back to the house, we wouldn't be here. If Meg didn't act a fool at Kylie's house, we wouldn't be here. So we can't sit here and spew this rhetoric about, it doesn't matter. She got shot. She was injured. She's the victim of a crime. It absolutely matters what happened that night. It absolutely matters, because she's saying it went a certain way. She's saying she's putting this on this man. It absolutely matters how it happened. If she's saying that he did it and he's saying he didn't do it, why the hell do I gotta believe Meg before I believe Tory? Why I can't wait for things to come out? Why I can't wait to sit here and look at the evidence? And the evidence is pointing to Tory ain't do it. I ain't talking about no statements, because statements have been thrown out the window at this point. Everybody lying. If you want to say Tory lying too, Tory lying too. So we obviously can't go by no statement. All we can go by is what is in the paperwork. What's the facts? The facts is his DNA won't on the magazine. The facts is a female's DNA was found on the gun. Tory's DNA was inconclusive. The facts is an expert testified and said, if Tory shot this gun 5 times, most likely his DNA would be on that weapon. But we can't seem to find no DNA. And I don't know if y'all, like I said before, y'all watch too many movies. Man, you can smudge some DNA with your shirt or whatever like that. But you got to think too, they ain't had no daggone clothes on. Would they wipe it off on? They did all of that. They corroborated the story. They Tory threatened this girl, threatened both of them to get back in the car, and he wiped off the gun. He did all that. Like, come on, this is so far-fetched, it's ridiculous, man. It's like, come on, man, I expect more from you, because you are a black man. Come on, dog. It ain't about being on nobody's side no more. It's about
I'm about protecting black women. Tory Lanez did it.
You said what?
I'm about protecting black women. I'm about protecting Megan Thee Stallion.
You're about protecting black women even if they're lying?
No, she's not lying. She's telling the truth.
I'm saying
she was shot by Tory Lanez. I believe it in my spirit. My gut tells me so.
Okay, so your gut is telling you to deny facts. And to deny
I'm looking at the facts.
That's what your gut is.
I'm looking at the testimony. I believe what Kelsey said back in September, and I believe what Megan Thee Stallion said. I believe that Tory shot her.
Okay. All right. Well, I appreciate you having me on, Wiley.
Thank you so very much. All right. You just never know who's gonna call and to the show and give their thoughts. Never know who it's going to be. All right.
Hello.
Hey, you live on the Wiley Show. I did get your voicemail. This is Wiley.
Hey, Wiley. Yeah, you mad, and I don't know what you're mad about, because Megan is not submissive. She does not stand up when men walk into the room, and you know that, and you should know that by now. And that's ridiculous. And you don't tell people thank you for the cash app. You don't. And you need to start telling people thank you.
I say thank you all the time. And the number one, whether Megan is masculine or she could be a bodybuilder, Megan is a victim. And as a black man, I'm standing up for her. And as a black woman, you should stand up for her too. Because if you got hit by a black man, I will stand up for you. Again, Megan got shot by Tory. Tory is guilty.
Well, you don't
Kelsey,
know if I'm black or not. You don't know if I'm part of the black like the other lady. You don't know that.
Kelsey said back in September of this year that Tory shot Megan, and I believe that, and I stand on that, and I ain't changing.
Well, people lie all the time. People lie all the time, Wiley.
I don't believe that Kelsey lied back in September. I don't believe that. I don't believe that Megan Thee Stallion lied at all. I believe that she is a victim.
Wiley, I don't believe you know what you're talking about because first off, I'm a black belt psychic. So I know what I'm talking about. You don't know what you're talking about.
Well, ma'am, you have your opinion and I have mine.
No, your opinion is a lie.
You have your opinion and I have mine.
Well, you want a submissive woman, don't you? You want somebody to set up when you walk into the room.
This ain't about her. This ain't about her. Okay, one second. This ain't about her standing up when I walk in the room because we're not together. And secondly, I believe she's the victim. I believe that Tory Lanez did it. And I believe that everybody in America should cancel Tory Lanez. I believe he should get 60 years in prison. And I believe he should be deported.
Well, how do you feel about R. Kelly then?
I believe that R. Kelly should serve all of those years in prison. And I believe that he should never, ever be out of prison.
I don't believe that Tory shot Megan. I believe Kelsey shot Megan. I don't believe Tory shot Megan. That's a lie.
And then when I looked at Tory Lanez's Instagram comment where he said that is a lie because people were saying Kelsey shot Megan, he said that is not true. And I believe that word what Tory said back on the Instagram back in 2020. Again, I believe
Kelsey shot Megan. It was
I don't believe that.
Had she stood up when Tory sat down in the car, we wouldn't be having this problem today. She's not submissive. She's not the type of woman you want in your life.
Well, again, 1,000% Megan Thee Stallion is the victim, and Tory shot Megan, and I stand on that.
I feel like your producers are the victim of you.
All right, she hung up because she just got mad because I don't agree with her. Make sure y'all like the video. Click that like button. Click that like button. Click that like button. Click that like button. Y'all, we are live. Click that like button. Click that like button. Make sure y'all click the like button because we are live. All right. We do have the phone lines open up 972-674-9462, 972-674-9462. All right, we are live. 972-674-9462. Okay, make sure y'all click the like button. I believe that Tory Lanez is guilty. And that's what I believe. If you disagree with me, we have a phone line. And we also have a link that you all can hit. And you can hit the link to come on the show. You can hit the link. And again, we are live on the air. Again, the number is 972-674-9462. Can y'all please hit that like button when you come on in the room? Again, we in communication with DJ Academics. He have declined to come on the Wiley Show. Again, we reached out to G Academics. He have declined. We reached out to Milagro. She have declined to come on the Wiley Show at this time. But we did reach out to those parties. Again, I believe that Tory shot Megan. I definitely believe that. He have a violent behavior. And I believe that that's definitely have happened. And shout out to the brothers and the women, particularly the brothers that are calling in and giving their thoughts. You can't change it. Because I'm a black man don't mean I'm with your side. I said the same thing with Kaylin Walker. They were saying Kaylin Walker was innocent. And I said Kaylin Walker is guilty. All right? Guilty. And he came on the show. He said, well, I'm a black man. I'm a black man, and blah, blah, blah. I said, you guilty. And the courts agreed with me, and now he's sitting in a prison cell. All right. We are live. Hello. All right, we are live. Okay, somebody just called the number. Give me a second to see where they calling in. We do have the phone lines is open. All right, make sure y'all like the video. I believe that he's definitely guilty, and I feel it in my gut. I believe he's guilty. I feel it in my gut. I'm gonna say it again. I believe he's guilty. I feel it in my gut that he is guilty, guilty, guilty. All right. Give me a sec. We calling somebody back. Hey, you live on the Wiley Show.
Hi, Wiley. I really believe that this has turned into a gender dispute. Just like the O.J. Simpson trial, well, it turned into a black and white dispute instead of looking at the facts. Because all the men who are calling in, all of them are against Megan and are for Tory.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just really shocked at all these black men who are calling in defending Tory for shooting, allegedly shooting a black woman. I'm just really shocked at that.
Wow. And I really believe so because as you notice, I don't know if you are a faithful listener of the Wiley Show. This is the first time in history that we have more men calling in than women.
Yeah, I noticed that. I noticed that they're the only person who to me sounds credible was your caller last night, Street TV. He sounds very credible, and he said the same thing, that all the men are against Megan, and I think it's for her, her promiscuity, and I think they're using that to judge her. And then I think the women are supportive of her, and if they're not supportive of her, it is because they feel she is promiscuous. But I'm just really shocked. I'm really shocked at how the men who are calling in are just, they just sound as if they really don't like women, really don't like black women.
And these are the boyfriends, the fathers, the husbands, and their thoughts on that. And wow.
Yeah, it's sad. It's really sad because if it was their daughters, and if it was their mothers or their sisters or anything close, in relation to them, they would have a different take on this. But because they're looking at Megan, oh, she slept with this man, she slept with that man, let's not believe her. And it really shows how it really is a double standard.
I agree.
It's a double standard. Now, they can go around and sleep with all these women, and they didn't say anything about Tory sleeping with Kelsey and then turning around trying to sleep with Kylie while they were at the party. But they got so much smoke for Meg and how they're bringing up her sexual history, but nothing about Tory. And the fact that, for Tory to allegedly shoot her, and to drag, and Kelsey admitted that he has dragged her by her hair. He hit August Alsina. He punked the other rapper that Kylie is dating, I forget, Travis Scott. So he has this long history of violence, but nobody is talking about that. Any abuser they don't just start off hitting a woman. It starts off with verbal abuse, emotional abuse, and then it goes to physical abuse, and then they end up killing the woman. But, and pulling out a gun or whatever. But nobody is talking about his history of being a violent person. But everybody wants to talk about her sexual history. And I think to be honest, I think both of them are relevant. But I'm more so concerned about the men who are calling in and just ignoring Tory's credibility and his history of violence.
Do you feel
So
that? Do you feel
ahead.
that? Do you feel that a lot of men that are abusive to women can to push this behavior and be like, oh, I'm gonna excuse it because when I look at Milagro, she have been defending this man for a while, and I know her history because a black man degraded her and called her a B in so many words, and she took a picture and did a show with him. So her history speaks that I'm going to promote. Not only did she promote and defend Tory, but she promoted and defend Kaylin Walker.
I apologize. I'm not familiar with Taylor Walker. And this is Mob TV, Mob Radio, correct? Who you're referring to?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. I have to, in order
and then
because
then she dragged Tamika Mallory because Tamika Mallory was saying that some of the information that Milagro put out is definitely misinformation. But I'm getting emails and texts from brothers. I mean, I had to literally turn my phone off because brothers was calling saying you ain't no real black man, you a traitor. Like, I've never received this type of response because of this case.
Exactly. And that's, I mean, I am really shocked at this. I am really, now, I wonder what they would say about Tory if Megan was a quote unquote wholesome woman. I wonder if they would defend him even if Megan wasn't this, this woman who think about her WAP and out there having sex with men and things like that. See, it's okay for her to twerk on them and for her to walk around naked and for her to talk about her WAP and stuff like that. But then when it comes to defend, when there's an act of violence against her, and then they want to turn a blind eye to it. So they want to use her when it's good, when she's out here flaunting and showing her behind. But then when something happened to her, then they want to turn a blind eye and say, oh, well, she ain't nothing, she ain't nothing. She lies. She sleeps with everybody. So, it's just really interesting how these black men think, because to me, I've only heard I'm assuming that they're only black men calling in. At least that's only what I'm hearing. Black men calling into your show. But if she was a white woman, how would they feel? Would they defend Tory still? Or would they be defending this white woman if Megan was white? I'm really interested in what they're and how they were really thinking. The fact that they're calling you and leaving you voicemail messages telling you to defend a person, just a black man, just because he's a black man, but not looking at the facts or looking at his history, it's really telling. And I think it's just going to boil down, despite what everyone thinks. I think it's just going to really boil down to who's on the jury. I think it's 6 women and 4 men. Am I correct about that?
I can't verify that, but I believe so.
I think that's what. I think that's what Street TV said. I think he said it's six women and 4 men. But I think it's what it's going to boil down to is I think it's going to be. I think this is a gender case, and I think it's really going to boil down to the women who are on the jurors. Do they care that Megan slept around with different men? And to be honest, she really isn't a good friend, right? Because she slept with all of the men that Kelsey has dealt with. So it's going to be the women on there who's really going to determine if Tory is found guilty. And it's just going to really depend on if the women take that into consideration, because I don't think the men on this case, the jurors, I don't think they are going to defend Meg. And that's pretty much all I have to say about this. But, and like I said, I may have it wrong. I know I hear some people saying there's 12 jurors. Like I said, I may have it wrong. But I know that they're from Street TV. I know that they're majority of the jurors are women. I don't know what the percentage is, but what he did say was that majority of the men are defending Tory, and the majority of the women are defending Meg. And that's just it just really reminds me of the O.J. Simpson trial where it turned into a black and white thing.
All right. Thank you so very much.
Instead of looking at the facts. But anyway, thanks for having me. Have a good day.
All right. Thank you. All right. You live. Hello. You're live on the Wiley Show.
Call from
Hello.
All right, Wiley. I found you some information about the security, the alleged missing security guard.
Bodyguard.
Okay. Yeah, bodyguard. Yeah. Okay, Wiley. He has a security page. It's called Prime_Security 24214.
Okay. What'd you find?
Okay. The last picture that got posted, he liked the picture. The last picture that got posted on that page, he liked that picture 2 days ago. Now, they said he got missing. Court was yesterday. So he got missing the day before. That's 2 days ago. This man is not in the country. It looks like he's in Dubai because he got on, he looks like he's in Dubai, somewhere over there. So this is a setup. And, you know, it's a disgrace, Wiley. This man is not missing. He just don't want to perjure himself under oath. And that's understandable because if you perjure yourself, you'll be sharing a cell with your boss. Good day, Wiley. Go look at his page.
All right. Thank you so very much. Okay. We are going to the next slide. We have so many people. Oh, wow. They hung up. Give me a second. Give me a second here. Okay. Oh, okay. Y'all still, baby, y'all are calling in. All right. You live on the air. Okay. Y'all hanging up. I'm calling y'all. Y'all hanging up. Okay. I'm going to call you back 1334. Wow, it's 4:11. It's another busy day. Share this live. Like the video. Hey, you live on the Wiley Show.
Hi, how are you? I know they asked Megan a question, like, what was it? It was a question as far as a sex. Yeah, they was asking her how many people you slept with and how close were you to Kelsey. She said that she did everything with Kelsey, so nobody's thinking about what everything was. Was everything having threesomes with Kelsey? Maybe she knew about it. That's all I was thinking. I just wanted to say that.
So do you believe that Tory shot Megan? She hung on the phone. Man, I was asking, did she believe that Tory shot Megan? And she hung up the phone, you guys. Let me drop the link. Okay. Hey, you live on the Wiley Show. Can you hear? Hey, 1 second. Let me put you on speaker. Hold on. Okay, go ahead.
Okay. I don't want to say Tory didn't do it, but based on the evidence, it don't look like he didn't. But what we can conclude 100% is this didn't happen the way Megan said it happened. Now, I just feel like everybody got something to do with it, from Megan to Kelsey to Tory, because if you're innocent, why do you have to lie? It just doesn't make sense to me. And I don't like how everybody, they don't really have a real defense. It's just, oh, well, look at his past with all this. I was saying, are we really comparing a man fighting another man to a man blatantly shooting a woman?
on top of that, if that's the case, we can look at Meg's history because she has a domestic violence case. So it's like, I just don't understand. It just doesn't make sense. Like, I mean, even though Kelsey's statement that was given back in September, the recorded interview, even though some stuff may match up with Meg, it was a lot of discrepancies in their story because Meg said she never got kicked out. Meg said they never left. They only left the one time when Tory left with them. It's just like those things you don't have to lie about if you're completely innocent in the situation. It's like, it doesn't make sense. Like, and I understand people have been so ready to X Tory out and that they don't want to look stupid if he really didn't do this, so they have to hang on for dear life. And, you know, they have to hang on for dear life and hope that he did do this, because if his DNA wasn't on the weapon, like, it's like everything that, and mind you, the defense hasn't even started their full defense yet by calling their witnesses and things like that. We're still on prosecution. So their case is falling apart based on their own witnesses. And it's like people refuse to look at the facts. I know, Wiley, you're going to stick to the Tory shot Meg. We get it. But realistically, based on the evidence, based on what's been presented, it is not looking like that. That's what happened. And we can speculate all day, but I'm sure you see how we all at odds. You feel a different way. Somebody else may feel another way. To me, that proves that's probably how the jurors feel when they go back in the back room. They are probably back and forth. You can't convince me that 12 people are going to 100% without a shadow of a doubt believe that Tory did this the way Megan said this happened. I just don't see it happening like that. A lot of people's faces are going to crack when they don't get the outcome that they've been hoping for 2 years. And for them to be preparing for this case for almost 3 years, it's beyond me how sloppy it is. Like, it's beyond me how sloppy this is. And I feel like if they really wanted the truth and did the investigation the correct way, meaning that a gun went off, they should have tested all 4 of them in the vehicle, not just the 3. They should have tested Meg as well. And they should have all tested them for DNA. We shouldn't be here where a female DNA shows up, but they never tested a female. Like, it doesn't make sense. It just doesn't make sense. But, I mean, I guess we'll find out next week.
Well, thank you so very much for your support and for calling in. And again, I want to ask you if you're going to be guilty or not guilty.
Based on the evidence, not guilty.
Thank you so very much.
Thank you.
All right. Wow. We have so many. Give me a second, you guys. I'm going to go to 3088. We, again, for the people that are joining in, that Megan Thee Stallion, former Bodyguard, is missing. Hey, live on the Wiley Show.
Yes, listen. I have several points. First of all, we need to all understand that Tory Lanez is on trial, not Megan Thee Stallion. So the prosecution is trying to prove that Tory Lanez is guilty. Everybody wants to somehow make this all about Meg. Yes, I believe that he shot her. Yes, I believe that Kelsey probably lied, because who wants to be the one to put this person away? This Tory, who wants to be the one to actually put him away? We don't know what he's tied into. And really, I feel like all of them must have been on the Cokety Cocoa. I think that's where these memory lapses are coming from. Not only had they been drinking, they must have been drugging at the same time.
Oh, wow. You is keeping it real.
Yes. It's true. Come on now. We know how it goes in Hollywood. We know exactly what these celebrities are doing. That's why can't nobody remember nothing.
Wow, really?
Yeah, they were on the Cokety Cocoa.
The Kokity
Be in love with the Coco.
Are you on the Kokity Coco? I'm gonna make
Wiley, come on now.
the way you said it.
No, I'm just saying.
So you're
No,
not.
I mean it's just like that's the whole thing I've been thinking all along. I've been saying, you know what? The reason why they cannot remember anything is because they were extremely high on something. I'm assuming it's, you know, the drug of choice in Hollywood is cocaine.
All right.
And it's just how I feel. And yes, I do feel that there's enough evidence to convict him. I think he will be convicted. I think that especially after the testimony or the playback of the recordings of the interrogation of Kelsey, that, you know, the jury, if they have, you know, at least a little bit of common sense, will be able to decipher that, hey, she's, you know, covering because she's scared.
All right. Thank you so very much, ma'am.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna just keep taking call until this phone dies, and then I'm gonna welcome. Can you mute me in the back? Can you mute me in the back? Because we live. Hello?
Yeah. I'm calling about the Tory Lanez case.
Yes, sir.
You know, it's crazy because all these people, you know, like they trying to make excuses for Meg, you know, and like it doesn't make sense because like they like the bodyguard went missing, and now they just trying to say, oh, Tory kidnapped the bodyguard, Tory's team did it. Like they just making excuses. Like they just want to admit the fact that the bitch lied. Like lied. Like that's what it is. And like the fingerprints not being on the gun, they saying, oh, Tory wiped it off. How the fuck does he wipe it off in less than 10 minutes? It doesn't make any sense. Like y'all up here, like these I don't get it. I really don't get it, man. Free Tory, like free that guy. Y'all bogus. Like everybody that doubted him, they bogus. Meg needs to go to jail. She needs to be locked up. She lied on this man. The nigga facing 22 years behind this shit. 22 years. And everybody just, oh, it's okay, Meg. Meg doesn't know. No, fuck that. Lock her ass up. Tory need to sue their ass. Real talk.
All right. Wow, the people is very, very passionate. Hello.
Hi, Wiley.
Can you mute me in the back because we live?
I just did. Don't you start today. Hi, honey.
Happy
Happy Saturday.
Saturday.
Okay, you feeling me today? Yesterday you were mean to me. I'm like, Wally, I need you to focus on me. I don't want you multitasking when I call. So anyway, I think it's going to be found not guilty. That's all I called to say.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you.
Yeah, he's going to be found not guilty because his fingerprints are not on the gun. There's no DNA. How can you convict? What's her name? Kelsey is a proven liar. Megan, she lied. They're all lying. They're all covering up. But you had me crack up when you asked the previous caller, are you on Coco? You a mess, Wally. You made my son. So have a great weekend, darling.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you. Bye-bye. Oh, man. Man. Give me a second. Okay, I think we did it all. Okay, we are switching gears. I'm getting stuff to my DM that I do want to show y'all because we got the reporters going at the YouTubers. This is getting messy. I need y'all to share this live and click that button. Let me put myself back on camera. I'm going to chart. The phone is charging, so let me take the number down. Give me a second. If you want to come on, hit the link. All right? Because my phone is charging up, y'all. You know, my phone is charging up. So give me a second. My phone is charging up. And when my phone is charging up, get charged up, we will resume the phone call. So y'all can definitely hit the link if you have something to say. But I do want to switch gears because a reporter is definitely talking about a YouTuber. A reporter definitely talking about a YouTuber, or I believe a YouTuber. Oh, let me go to Twitter. We are getting this live. This is live coverage. I did not think that we was going to be live for this long, but we have some more breaking news. I believe we're going to have some breaking news on tomorrow, but I did not think that we was going to get the breaking news today. Wow, I'm just shocked. Really, really, really shocked. Okay, so this is a reporter for the LA Times, James, and I can't really read his reporting. I think he deleted the post. Did he delete the tweet? But we screenshotted it. Okay. So, okay, we have the tweet. So this is the reporter for the LA Times. Okay, he still got the tweet up. Because I thought he deleted it, but he still have it up. And he is responding to Milagro Graham's, because look what he said. He said, dying laughing, some in my replies think I got a bias in Tory Lanez trial. 1, I cover trials in courts all the time. This is my 24/7 job. Don't have time to cheer for home and away teams. 2, at least one person with a media badge leaves court every day with Tory Lanez people. Focus on that. So, wow. So with that in turn, because Milagro told me on her Instagram video, and we have it on our exclusive on our Instagram, she said, what did Wiley say? Tell Wiley that where I'm sitting in the courtroom, okay? And I she's sitting in the courtroom with, Tory Lanez people. That's what she's sitting. So this reporter has been getting dragged by Milagro Graham's people. So let me go on these mentions. Okay. The court should not allow some of these people, Instagram and YouTube, with clear bias in the court. No, I think they should, because we are new media. I disagree with that. Okay. So we have a tweet here that I want to show y'all. Okay. This is what Tory Lanez tweeted. Milagro Graham's. That's all I'ma say. Somebody tweeted that to the reporter. Y'all see that? That reporter from the LA Times is directly responding to Milagro Graham's. Give me a second. Let's see if we can call James and get James on the air. Let me Google his name and see if a number show up. Give me a second, you guys. James. Let's see. LA Times phone number. Let's see what comes up. All right, hold on, y'all. Let me see if I can find an email. I don't have a number. I'm gonna scroll down. 1 second. I don't have a number for him, but I do have an email address. Hey, you live on the Wiley Show.
Hello, Wiley.
Can you mute me in the back? Can you mute your sound in the back? I want to be able to hear you.
Okay, I'm so sorry, because I'm actually in my car. Hold on 1 second.
Yes, sir.
Fixers. Okay. Is this? Let me see.
Okay.
Better?
Okay, yes.
Is it better?
I can hear you, yes.
Yeah, so I'm really intrigued with this whole case, and I've just been watching your show for a while and listening to all the details. And it's just going to be interesting to see how, at the end of the day, we live in a country where even if someone is guilty of a crime, it's about them proving, like the prosecution has to prove that that person is guilty without a shadow of a doubt. And if there's any loopholes, even if Tory is guilty, based on the American judicial system, he'll still get out of jail or maybe avoid being, convicted. So I just feel like there are loopholes, and I think with Megan and the other girl telling those lies, it just makes things look suspect. And even though it's very likely that he did shoot her, it's not a strong case because of all the drama. So I would definitely lean more toward expecting him to be exonerated, and so that's kind of what I want to say.
All right. Thank you, brother.
All right.
All right. Okay. Wow. Let me put this phone back on the charge. All right. Moderators, just promote the link. Just promote the link. All right. For the StreamYard. Okay. Let me see if I can find his information. Because he's an LA Times reporter. I can't really report. I will have to subscribe to his LA Times. Yeah, I would have to subscribe to his LA Times. And he's an author. Okay. Okay, I don't have a LinkedIn. If y'all can find a number for him, let me know if you all can find a number. If anybody have a LinkedIn account, go to James' LinkedIn, see if y'all can find a number. Because he's an author. And he's a writer for him. So if y'all can find his LinkedIn. Okay, so he was talking about Milagro. All right, so let me scroll on down. Interesting. Okay. Let me see. Let me scroll down. And now it's like a battle. You see this tweet. It's like she said this. You are very professional. I look for your write-up in the LA Times. There are confusing bloggers and content creators with a professional journalist. But the problem is the professional journalist is posting information late and the bloggers is posting it in real time. Boom, 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 boom. When you go to the LA Times, give me a second. I'm going to show you an example. I'm going to scroll down. When you go to the LA Times, you have to pay. So, let me show you. So it say right there on the homepage, it say $1 for 6 months. So before you even get to hear what he say, you have to pay $1 for 6 months. But you can go to YouTube for free or Instagram for free and get the information. By the time they do a write-up on the LA Times, you have already heard it hours ago. They drop it late. Because this article didn't even come out. Oh, you can't even scroll and see the date. Ciao, bye. Okay. So, give me a second. Okay, let me scroll down. Who was the person? Milagro? Did you just call me a bar? Okay. No, I'm saying that Milagro is a bar. You said if the driver sides with Tory is a rap, the driver worked for Tory and is hiding, so he doesn't have to testify. He's expected to try to help Tory. He knows what happened and won't testify. That means Tory did it. He'd be the first to talk if Tory didn't. James said, don't get it twisted, okay? It is difficult to bridge the gap between the complexity of the trial and the average person's legal knowledge. Unfortunately, most people have their mind made up before jury selection. You're doing an excellent job. Okay? So now they're dragging him in the comments. Oh, my stomach is raw. I'm hungry. Remember, Tory isn't on trial. Tory Lanez is. No, it's not Dennis Byron. All right. Okay. Wow. That's what I received. Okay. Tory did why the jury isn't talking, and that's why Tory isn't talking, because they won't perjure themselves. If anybody needs to pay LAPD back, it's LAPD. They have the unnecessary resources. They said, don't be surprised if they charge Megan. All I'm saying, I don't think they're going to charge Megan. Megan never wanted to testify. Megan never wanted to press charges. It was the prosecutor that pressed charges because they had the evidence. Well, they, alleged evidence, alleged, all that. Okay. Wow, we've been on for 3 hours. I'm gonna drop the link if anybody want to come on and say something. I did a poll, and I'm gonna show that poll, you guys. Let me get my closing remarks, because we said everything that we needed to say. And if something else pops up, I'll come back live. Go to community. All right, let me zoom in. So let me screen share. Hold on, let me drop this. Hold on, let me drop that. Let me cancel. Drop that. Okay. All right. So 693 people voted. I said, do you believe Tory Lanez will go to prison? 22% said yes. This was yesterday. And 78% said no. That was actually on yesterday. If I scroll down and scroll down, let me scroll down. Okay. So 2 days ago, I asked, do you think Tory Lanez will walk free? 70% said yes. 30% said no. Okay. Let me scroll down. Give me a second. Let me scroll down. Scroll down. Okay. This was about 4 days ago, around the time I think that Megan Thee Stallion had testified. And I asked, okay, I'm going to drop, when you come on, don't hang up. I'm dropping a link. So come on StreamYard. All right. when I asked this question, I said, do you think it would be a guilty verdict or a not guilty verdict for Tory Lanez? 56% said guilty, 44% said not guilty. So that is what the public, as you can see, when you scroll up and you see it, is getting more public support for Tory Lanez. At first, you have 56% said guilty, 44% said not guilty. But when you got to that day 5, that have switched to about 70-some% saying that he is going to walk free. So people, those are like my polls that I'm been polling the audience and asking the audience that. I'm going to drop the link because someone hit the link and they hung up. So let me drop it one more time. This is the time. You don't have to show yourself on camera because we understand that. I'm going to go and take a little dinner break. If I'm going to stay off for about 1 more minute unless somebody hit the link. I'm going to wait till the phone charge up. Then I'm going to come back live and talk to y'all. Okay. So there we go. And then also Milagro said Tamika Mallory. Y'all know who Tamika Mallory is? Let me see if I can find a picture of Tamika Mallory. Tamika. Let me see if I can find her, because she has something to say about Milagro Grams in the courtroom. I guess she said that she's trash, that she's according to Milagro, that she's releasing fake news. And I'm gonna show you a picture of her so y'all can see how she looked. Let me send that. Where's a better picture? Okay. So this woman apparently is a Black Lives is a Until Freedom, and I don't believe that this is true, but this is being reported that Milagro Graham said this woman said that she's releasing fake news. That the woman Tamika Mallory has confronted Milagro Graham, said that she released fake news. That she's misinformation is the term. So that is a lady with she is one of the co-founders of Until Freedom, I believe. And they're saying that actually happened. And she is a social justice leader, movement strategist, author. And that is what they are saying right now. They're saying that she is part of Rock Nation. That is the rumor. They're saying that she is part of Rock Nation. And they're saying that she confronted Milagro Grams. Okay? So that's how that is. That's what she said. And so I didn't see any articles made. I didn't see any public stuff. This is just Milagro's word, because I kept saying, where is something to validate, to confirm what she's saying? Because this could also be a bunch of cow manure. And so my producers said it was just Milagro Graham's words. I said, do we have any recordings of her posting that on her social media? They said no, it's just all Milagro Graham's stuff. So again, we are definitely talking about, it's the battle between mainstream media and YouTubers. This YouTubers is the new media, is a new form of media. And it is what it is. I know a lot of the journalists feel like YouTubers are not journalists. They're commentators. But again, to people, I'm a journalist. So thank y'all so very much. And we already had a back and forth with Roland Martin, from the host and editor of Roland Martin Unfiltered. And he said he's a real journalist and that I'm not a real journalist. And I told Roland, I'm both. I'm a media person and a journalist, right? So we were going back and forth over there on the Twitter street. So yes, thank y'all so very much for tuning into the Wiley Show. If you want to donate to our Cash App is $ Marquise Wiley 28 right there. Also, too, okay, I gave you that. Our P.O. Box, if you're sending us anything to our P.O. Box, you can definitely do so at the Wiley Show, P.O. Box 701122, Dallas, Texas 75370. All right. If you want to be notified when I go live, text Wiley, Wiley, to 888-534-4939, and we go live, and we are covering this case. We are on Twitter. If you want to tweet me anything or DM me, right, about this case or any celebrity gossip story, Twitter at Wiley Show, TikTok at Wiley Show, Instagram at Wiley Show. Everything is there. Thank you all so very much. We will see y'all in the next episode. Thank you. I only follow because you is okay. Thank you. And so again, it's definitely great. So again, be on the lookout when we go live. I will send a text. Thank you. I'm gonna go eat me something, and I may come back live again. Thank you all so very much on this Saturday. All right, little black boy, you're important. Little black girl, you're beautiful. Don't let anybody tell you not enough. Always give your mom and dad a hug. Give your mentor a hug. We will see y'all next week. Peace.